Hello, everyone. Hope things are well, and I hope you are all doing well. Hope you're having what is going to be a good Christmas for Newcastle. I'm saying this before the Ipswich game. I swear to God, that Ipswich game better not get my good mood out with this club. But yeah, it's a big one tonight. It is a big one tonight, and I feel like it would be unjust of me to just to say what it is. We're gonna do it. Watch this, guys. Oh, it's the semi-final tonight. It's the semi-final draw. Newcastle United are into the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. We will get a two-legged match, well, a two-legged fixture announced tonight, where it is going to be a big team. It is going to be a big team. So hopefully, there's one team I don't want, and I'm willing to bet that every single one of you watching know what team that I don't want. And let me just start off by saying, can you hear me okay, by the way? Do I look well? Do I sound well? This is the first thing because last time I did the draw for the FA Cup, it was an absolute bloody nightmare. So, are we good before we proceed? Oh no! What is he doing? Why is he doing that? Sorry, I didn't mean for the fireworks. Ignore the fireworks. I'm sorry for the fireworks, but yeah, other than that, yeah, I think we're good. Okay, thank you, everyone. We can start to go through the comments now. My message to you and my message to the draw tonight. Yeah, please not Liverpool. I swear down, do not give us Liverpool. Arsenal, Tottenham, Man U, whichever one wins tonight, just not Liverpool. Every time we play them, I get stressed out. I'm not even lying. Every single time we get them, I always get stressed out. So please, for the love of God, do not give us Liverpool tonight. No Liverpool. But yeah, we can start going for the comments now. Apologies for the wait there. All is well. Good to hear the Magpies view, mate. Hope you're good. Modox, hello. Hope you're well, pal. It's my birthday tomorrow, Adam. Well, Riley, I hope you have a happy birthday tomorrow. Hope you have a fantastic day, bud. And hopefully, this draw tonight will be just a great start to your birthday ahead of the day. So, I wish you all the best, mate, and thank you very much. What else we have here? Give us Man U. You want Man U? I would rather Tottenham win tonight, to be honest, because obviously with Man U's new manager coming in, not to mention the fact that Manchester United did beat us in the final 2 years ago. Don't forget. I would rather Tottenham. Man U. I think for Newcastle fans, you would class Man U as a bit of a rival. We just always hate each other. So Tottenham, you haven't got that feeling there with Tottenham. So again, I would rather Tottenham win tonight over Manchester United. But that being said, if Tottenham wins tonight, they've done what we've done last season, which was knock Manchester City and knock Manchester United out the Carabao Cup. So they're still a serious team. But I would rather Tottenham win over Man U, in my opinion. Do you want Man U or Arsenal? Well, I would have Manchester United over Arsenal. If you ask me that question now, I would take Manchester United over Arsenal, yes. Arsenal, I would rather Arsenal than Liverpool. Again, no, Arsenal is a top quality team. So, yeah, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want Arsenal, but if we had to have either Liverpool or Arsenal, I would pick Arsenal out of the two. Hope you're well, Adam. I hope you're well, Adam, as well, mate. Hope things are well. I try my best to go through all the comments, guys. Just bear with me because quite a lot of you here. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to catch my bearings here. But if you put a comment in before, by the way, and I didn't see it, just put it in again. Without spamming the chat, you can just put it in again. But first thing for me, by the way, I did a bit of shopping before, so can you guys see that well? I'll put it down. I think you can. Quickly move the keyboard. 1, 2. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. There we go. Look at that. That is what I call try and position it well here. Look at that. Look at that. We're gonna. I've never had these before, by the way. I haven't heard the best of things about them, but we're gonna try all the different flavors on the stream. But yeah, we've got to start the build up well. I have a bit of energy down here, so I'm gonna be excited for the draw tonight. I'm not being sponsored, by the way. This is not a sponsorship. I'm just paid for these. It was four for £2 for Morrison's actually, so it wasn't too bad for them. But yeah, I don't know if they're any good, mind. But just how's it going, Adam? Mate? I'm good, Mark. How are you? Pardew, you good? Nah, I'm not sponsored by them, I promise you. What we got here? You should be paying you for this. Devon drinks or lush, orange ones are better. Orange one. Oh, this one, yeah. Okay, the orange one. Okay, I'll take your word for a call. We'll have a taste of these today. I agree. Yes, I think it does have to be the away match first for Newcastle. I think if we, as fans, are wanting the best out of this cup, it probably has to be the away match first. So yeah, I agree. Whichever team it is, I would much rather be playing the home one. But you know what? We're going to start off. We're going to start off with one. Right. Okay. Yeah, chat. Pick a number between 1 and 4. Just any number between 1 and 4, and whichever number pops up the most, we're gonna play a game. So just put any number out of those 4 in the chat. Yeah, I want to see. Okay, Mark's put 2, 3, 3, 1. Okay, wait a couple of 5. There's always gonna be one of you. There's always gonna be one of you. Okay, I'm seeing 3 the most. 1, 2, 3. We're trying this green apple. Okay, I'm a 2 and 3 the ones I see the most. So we're gonna do 3 first. What we got here? B vitamins, it says on there. I've got a clue what this is gonna taste like. Only 41 calories. That's, I mean, for an energy drink, that's probably low actually, but still quite a lot of calories for cans. Not something I'll probably be bragging about, but yeah, we'll try this anyway. Better shoes. Well, to be fair, I've just got back home from the gym, so first ever Carabao Cup, well, Carabao drink, shall we have? Hmm. I need to try that again. Doesn't taste as much, to be honest. It's actually all right. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually okay. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of taste the apple in there, but I'm not it's just mare in it. Uh, Not the worst drink I've ever had, to be honest. I swear down, it's not actually that bad. You'd be bouncing off the walls. Well, as the stream progresses, we'll see whether I start going mental in the next hour or so. But honestly, from that, I don't think it's that bad. I'm going to keep drinking actually. Okay, evening, Adam. Hello, Aaron. Hope things are well. Chances are, in the next 10 minutes, we're going to be hype eyes out, but I suppose it'll be more exciting for a stream, won't it, than just me just talking on for a few hours. But be bounced off the walls. Well, take your word for it there. What's this? What was that? I didn't see the Magpie Bibles coming actually. Are you on about our atmosphere at St James's maybe? To be fair, now Newcastle's home form is good. If you take the West Ham game out of it, and I mean even the Brighton game, we lost to Brighton, yes, but we should have won. West Ham's been the only like real bad performance I've seen at St James's Park where we didn't get a result. Might have had some bad performances and won, but West Ham's the only performance where we were bad and lost the game at St James's Park I can remember in a long time. Newcastle's home form is exceptional. We have an unbelievable home form. But to draw. It's after the Tottenham game, by the way. Basically, for me, I don't live stream much, so I take the banner off the screen, by the way. But I don't live stream much or at all, so essentially for me, it's a good chance to kind of come on to say hello to you guys and just have a chat because it has been a while. I was on briefly for the FA Cup stream, but for some reason the technology was just a nightmare. Nothing worked. It was an absolute disaster. So we've been able to control tonight. Just give us 1 sec, guys. I'm gonna quickly get the stick here. This, by the way, is the Virgin Media stick. Just in case, just in case, because I know that the police are cutting down in any dodgy sticks at the minute. Look, that is a legitimate Virgin Media stick, just to let everyone know. But yeah, I've had the darts on at the minute. Actually, I've been enjoying the darts. I always tend to watch it at Christmas time when the PDC World Champs are on. But of course, we're going to have to watch Tottenham versus Manchester United because we need to see how that game gets on. So I'm going to quickly put that game on to bury just a sec, guys. There we are. Sky Sports main event. Watch live. Give me just 1 sec. And it's on. Okay, we're good. We're good. Chris Dobie. No. Speaking of the Geordie lads, no. Callum Ritz today. He was good today, mate. The best performance by far, Geordie lad, PDC. 117 average over 3 sets. So, yes, Chris Dobie's obviously a good lad. Had a chance to meet him a few times, but Callum Ritz as well. Geordie lad, he looks very good. He looks good. Nice try, Adam. Thank you. Yeah, cheers. Thank you very much. I kind of like that actually. It's alright actually. Can you see Happy Birthday on mate James? Is this one of these troll names? I always tend to fall for these. I can't tell. Is James Ford a troll name? I don't know if it is. I'm always worried about them, guys. Am I being mugged off here? But in the meantime, we'll see a couple of these first. Do you go to the Buffs? I haven't been a while actually, but I do like the Buffs. My Warzone lad, I like my pubs in Warzone. I think the pints there like at like £1.20 or something crazy like that. But it's just loving the videos, mate. Keep the good work. Up the effing mags, yeah. Up the effing mags, indeed, Scott. Of course, Scott. Obviously, I'm pleased we're in the semi-final for one. I'm looking forward to seeing how it gets on tonight. Would you take Chris Rigg off Sunderland? He's a Newcastle supporter. I haven't watched much of him, to be honest. I've heard quite good things about him. I don't watch Sunderland. I can't remember the last time I watched him, to be honest. I don't know if he's good. My thoughts on Sunderland this season, I still think they'll get a top six spot. I think they will get into the playoffs. I don't think they'll go up first or second. If they lose the playoffs, then again, players like him and whoever their best players are, maybe if Newcastle likes to look at him, but I don't know. I don't know much about him. I know he's a Newcastle fan. Obviously, there was quite a bit on last season actually, because basically whenever I do obviously a vlog at St James's Park, I would say the game afterwards. I always kind of have like the crowd behind me when I'm talking to the camera and talking about the game. And there was one match where basically Chris Rigg was on the background, so someone spotted Chris Rigg in my video, and then he got like loads of stick on social media from the Sunderland fans. Like it was. It is what it is, but basically he was in the back of one of my videos once, so he is a Newcastle fan. Obviously, he goes to the home games, but I don't know much about him, to be honest. I can't comment on him. I just don't know anything about him. It's just Sanjo, yes. So we'll talk about Sanjo in a bit. Just bear with me, guys. We'll talk about Sanjo in a bit. For now, I've got plenty of comments I want to get through first. Hi, Adam. Favourite non-Newcastle player? Oh, that's an interesting one, actually. Well, obviously, I could give you a boring answer like Messi, but like everyone's going to say someone like him. So, okay, I'll actually chat this one as well. Actually, favorite Premier League player that's not from Newcastle. So your favorite Prem player. I'm going to give you mine now. You ready, chat? You ready? I love him. I love Cole Palmer. I can't get over how much I love Cole Palmer. He's such a good player. He will actually win us trophies at the international tournaments. This man is a joke. That man is a joke. I love Palmer. I can't lie. I love Palmer. Mo Salah. Mo Salah's an interesting one, actually. I do like Salah. Obviously, I don't like playing against him, and at times he can. But especially a few years ago, he used to dive all the time. But I don't think he's that bad for it now. I still like him though. He's still an unbelievable player. Foden. Oh, Foden's an interesting one, actually. He's had a bad season, hasn't he? Foden. Has he even scored this season? Actually, has Phil Foden scored this season? Unless he might have scored the last couple of weeks, but I swear he hasn't. I never liked him at the national level, to be honest. I couldn't stand him at the Euros. He was a nightmare to watch at the Euros, but I do obviously still a fantastic player. I still rate him. But Kevin De Bruyne, fair enough. Yeah, De Bruyne's a good one. Palmer or Liam Delap? Yeah. Don't mention Liam Delap. Do not mention that man's name because we've got to take him on Saturday. He's good, isn't he? He is good. He is a good player. I'm not sure what I think about the Ipswich game next. Yeah, it's given me this memories of Luton Town last year where we lost to Luton. We were crap. It was a nightmare result at Christmas time, and Ipswich is almost kind of like that same scenario where I just hope it's not one. I think the Roy's Delap. Sorry, I might get the Delaps mixed up. Is he suspended? Unless is he actually suspended? No way. They're so screwed about Delap, by the way. Who's out? He's actually a fan. Yeah, good. Good. And that's all I'm saying, good. Well, I know that one's a troll. I definitely know that one's a troll. But is Rodri unfit? I mean, you just say how bad City have been about Rodri. I'm a Diallo. Who's saying that? I'm a Diallo. You can't say Diallo. He played for Sunderland a couple of years ago. You can't be saying him. He's good, but you can't be putting Diallo in. And hallelujah. I'm so glad he's not playing. Yeah, I can't even see them scoring without him, to be honest. I like Leif Davis quite a lot. Played Girth and Turf him last year, actually. So it'll be intriguing to see how he has been this season. Obviously, from Wallsend, he's played for the boys' club. He's a good player, to be fair, Leif Davis. The issue being that Newcastle's got so many left backs. Lewis Hall is a much better player than him. Dan Burke covers left back. Not that I want him to. Like Kenny can come as left back, not that I want him to. I think Livermore is probably our second choice left back. You would start Trippier and then shift Livermore to a left back, I would have presumed. I mean, it was ever a spot for Leaf Davies 1-0. Oh, Tottenham 1-0. I'm chatting absolute bollocks about Leaf Davies and Tottenham scored. What's going on there? Who's who's that in the goal? Eh? What is the keeper doing there? I'm a cheer. It's a bit harsh towards the keeper. Let's watch this back. So the keeper saves it. Solanke hits the post. Actually, yeah. I don't know why I blame the keeper. That's a bit harsh, actually. But yeah, Solanke has put Tottenham 1-0 up. Come on. Come on. Good. Good. That's what we want. Love Musiala and Jude Bellingham. Yeah, I love Bellingham, to be fair. I have never watched much of Musiala. I don't watch much Bundesliga, to be honest. What's your favourite Fabian Schär goal and why? Favourite one? Oh, he scored a lot of unbelievable goals, but there's only one. There's only one for me that you got to pick. UCL, PSG. Oh, that's magic. PSG 100%. You're picking the PSG one. That one, hands and heart, PSG goal any day of the week. What's sick? Adam, what you saying we need to go for in the January window? A lot of options. Right attacking forward, so a right winger. Striker, we're roasting out again. Those two. Well, from what Craig Hope has said, goalkeeper sounds like it's going to be one. So those three. I don't think we're signing more than two players, to be honest, in this window. But in terms of areas when Newcastle need to invest in, definitely the right side of the attack. Backup striker. The goalkeeper situation, if Dubravka leaves, which sounds like he will. What else? Probably, I think they're the main ones for now, to be honest. I think defence is fine. Midfield currently is fine. Probably those three, I reckon, to be honest. Adam, mate, yeah, head of my... sorry about that, mate. First off, thank you so much for the £1.99 donation. Apologies for spoiling that. Okay. I'll try and remember that for the next goal, if one goes in. So I'll try and remember that. I'll basically wait. Yeah, we'll wait a minute before I'll announce it next time, okay? So I'll give you 60 seconds if you've got a dodgy stream on, and then I'll announce if there's a goal. The Tottenham goal was a bit messy than Manchester United point of view. It's a good finish by Solanke, to be fair. Solanke does well there. What's this? I can't tell if it's the actual Sandro or somebody taking the Mickey Mouse. I'm not going to lie, mate. I don't think Sandro Tonali is speaking English in the comment section on an Adam P live stream. I like to say that he is, but I don't think he is, to be honest. I don't know what Sandro will be doing tonight, actually. He's probably just enjoying his night, I would assume. He's probably just enjoying his night. That's probably my guess on that. What's this here? Need to sign back. I don't know too much about Bakayoko, but I've seen all the reports about him. Unreal player, very similar to Maximin. Will only cost 30 to 40 million pounds. Massive upgrade in what we have and affordable. So I'm assuming Bakayoko goes to the right hand side. Am I correct in saying that? I've never watched Bakayoko, to be honest. I only watch Newcastle. I watch a bit of Premier League, but I don't watch much outside of that. I'm just the Newcastle through and through. It's just what I like. I don't know much about Bakayoko, to be fair. Hello, Adam. Hello, Harry. Hope things are well. Nice seeing you yesterday. What time's the draw, mate? It's just straight after the Tottenham game, so it's coming to the 19th minute. As things stand, Tottenham will win, so it'll be shortly after that game. For me, I don't do live streams at all, so I feel like it's appropriate to come on. When I do come on, just come on for a few hours and say hello and have a chance to answer your questions and just have a chance to say hello and just to see how people are doing. But I've got a bit of an interesting question, actually. It's a bit negative. I don't want to be kind of negative towards Christmas time, but I'm intrigued to hear people's opinions, okay? So let's warm the chat up a little bit before we get into the nitty-gritty stuff later on. But I've got an interesting question here. Since our takeover, so just over 3 years ago now, we're coming up to 3 years, 3 months. What do you think has been Newcastle United the biggest mistake we have made since the takeover? So what thing, if you had the chance to go back in time, what would you change since the takeover? I'm intrigued to hear people's opinions on this because I've got one that's kind of in the back of my mind, but there's a lot of different avenues you can kind of go down with this. But what do you think, honestly, has been our biggest regret or biggest mistake that were made since the takeover? What thing would you change? I mean, I'm intrigued to see what people have to say about this. Well, Obviously, Martin, I see a donation, mate. Just give us 1 minute. I'm going to get through this first. Matt talk. To be fair, I didn't think about that, but I probably is one actually. Letting Amanda Stavely goes. I've seen a few Amandas in the chat there. We'll talk a bit about her in a minute. That's a tricky one. That one actually. We'll speak about that one shortly. Not winning the Champions League. I'm not saying that's a mistake because we're never going to win the Champions League. Biggest mistake signing Vlad Medema. So I'm not going to assume for that one you probably mean more of obviously being in that PSR nightmare in the first place. But yeah, obviously Vlad Medema is a dodgy one, isn't it? Not signing anyone good other than Sandro. What's a good players? We've got Gordon was good, Bruno was good, Trippier was good, Isak was good, Botman was good. We had a lot of good players in to take. I'm going to assume you mean like the last 18 months or so, but we had a lot of good signings. Defo letting Amanda go. Not strengthen our starting 11. Okay, well, we'll talk about them in a minute. I've got a few kind of going around the back of my mind. Honestly, like Trafford will be a good replacement for De Bruyne. Yeah, I mean, Trafford is going to be a better replacement than De Bruyne. Is he still what Newcastle need as a number 2? I'm not sure on that one. But just let Carrier scan earlier. He's absolutely rubbish. And to be fair, Carrier's only played twice, mate. He played a cup final, which he would have played no matter what because of the suspension in the Pope. And then he played once against Arsenal in the league where we got smashed regardless. So I would really say that was a mistake, to be honest, mate. What's up, Adam? Hello, Luke, mate. Hope things are well. I hope you have been well. I haven't been so well after that Brighton match, but I hope you have been well, mate. And obviously, fair play to you guys. You guys have been impressive at times. I know he's still being a bit all over the place, but I do like Brentford a lot. Not Brentford, I like Brighton a lot, sorry. Highland Dan Ashworth letting Amanda go. Oh, that's an interesting one. I wouldn't say Highland Dan Ashworth was a mistake. Now, you got to remember, Dan Ashworth is good at his job. He came in, he is good at his job. The problem is he's an absolute snake and he wanted to go elsewhere. It's harsh to say that's a mistake for Newcastle, though, because how are we supposed to know that this guy's just gonna do off in 2 years' time? So I wouldn't say that's a mistake, but obviously, in hindsight, it would have been a big one. But I'll quickly read out Martin's donation first. Apologies for the wait there, Martin. But first up, thank you so much for the £10 donation. Get yourself a Christmas beer. Thanks for the vlogs and match reports. Cheers, Adam. Cheers to you as well, mate. Hope you have a good Christmas and I hope you've been well. As for me, I'm not be on any of the beers tonight with the stream on, but I'll be on some of these Carabao Cup energy drinks for you. So this one's for you, Martin. Cheers. Thank you. But yeah, back to some of the replies before I tell you my personal opinion. But again, just for those who are coming in the chat now, I basically asked what our biggest mistake has been since Takeover. I'm intrigued to see what direction people go down, because obviously, if we're going to be objective and kind of look into every avenue in Newcastle over the last 3 years, it's some interesting ones here. But it's not saying someone else instead of farting around the gay situation. It's tricky, really, because to be fair to Newcastle, in that window, they went for basically the quality over quantity, where we were only going to sign players in that window if 100% gets in our starting 11. Now, Mark Gay at the time does, because Mark Gay, you got to remember, would have started over Dan Burn, would have been him and Shaw. Obviously, now with Botman coming back, it means it's less likely for us to go back at the Gay in the transfer window. But other than that, Newcastle didn't really try to go for anyone. It was a bit of a weird link with Alanga and deadlines here, which in hindsight, Alanga played for Nottingham Forest anyway, so if Newcastle were desperate for a player like him, you could have included him instead of Lakmadimos in the deal where Eddie Anderson went over there. Maybe instead of paying the £20 million for Lakmadimos, it might have been an overinflated 40 to 50 for Alanga, but then it meant that Newcastle beat the PSR rules and you got Alanga instead of Lakmadimos. Even though you're spending more money, you've got essentially a player that's actually going to play for Newcastle, unlike Vlachmadimos, who's, I mean, who knows where Vlachmadimos is. So, I guess Newcastle maybe could have done that better, but again, it was just so desperate. Newcastle needed to sell because of this PSR garbage, basically. So, it's a tricky one. But my biggest mistake, again, yes, okay, that one hasn't went well, but I wouldn't say it's our biggest mistake because QR we're bought for what 200 grand. Like even if QR is going to be sold next window, he's probably going to go for around the same we pay for. I mean, how much do we buy Grand QR for? It would have been less than £500,000, surely. It wouldn't have been 7 digits. So yeah, okay, it might have been a mistake, but I don't think it's our biggest one really. It says letting Maxi go, letting the Sim Maximum go. That's an interesting one. Do you think that was a mistake, guys? I've seen a few letting Sim Maximum goes in the chat. Do you think we should have kept him? But I appreciate that, Luke, mate. I have a huge spot for soft spot for Newcastle. Sorry, got my words out there. And a fantastic city, big love, bro. Appreciate it, mate. And we'll see you towards the back end of the season, and maybe in the FA Cup if things go well for the pair of us. But yeah, appreciate you as always, mate. Dan Burn if left back, not getting a better manager than how? Oh, that's a tough one. That one. Oh, I like how a lot. Not doing the subs at the right time during games. Okay. Yeah, it's oh, they're interesting ones. These, you know, I'm liking the chat comments. Yeah, we'll have some interesting ones. Things he's Dan Burns underrated left back. I much prefer him as a centre half. I'm going to be honest. I much prefer him as a centre half. Letting Chris Wood go. To be fair, I do actually reckon this is a big one now. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, but you've got to look at the stats now. The problem that Chris Wood had in Newcastle, he didn't fit Newcastle's style of play. Chris Wood is an absolute S-house striker. He's someone that loves balls constantly coming into the box. Now, Newcastle, we as a team, we just constantly just pass the ball around, you know. We're always a team that likes to play around. Chris Wood's just not that type of striker. He's someone that constantly wants balls coming in for him. But statistically, on paper, Chris Wood, outside of Erling Haaland, has scored the most goals since Nuno came in as Nottingham Forest manager. So even though at the time it was a good sale for Newcastle because Chris Wood didn't fit our style of play, he was only brought in, to be honest, to keep Newcastle in the Premier League, which we stayed in the league. That's a tricky one. I think, obviously, for our current striker situation, if that starts, yes, Usula, would we have bought Usula if we had Wood still? I reckon we might have. Obviously, Wilson's injured. I don't know because he didn't fit Newcastle's style of play, so he wouldn't have got all the goals that he did for Forest with Newcastle. However, he's good at his job. So I think that might be a mistake actually. I'm kind of on the fence for that one, but yeah, I like that one. That's a good one actually. Dropping me for sure most games. Yeah, I had a feeling a lot of people in the chat would probably say that one. Tonali is quality, by the way. I was very pleased again with him yesterday. The ticketing situation with me. What do you mean by that? So do you mean the away turnstiles where obviously the more strict the away section now? Do you mean the home end? Should you try and specify a little bit more on that? Just so I know what you mean. Okay, yeah, we go. Half of fans get tickets since the takeover. Well, obviously, demand's always going to go up with the takeover. More fans want to go to the games. We've got a lot of foreign fans now as well. Where Newcastle United are going to try to appeal, especially with corporate packages towards overseas fans. As for our fans now, well, for me, I'm a season ticket holder. I got enough loyalty points to go to all the games. So obviously, my opinion is going to be different from yours, for example, because I'm in a situation where I'm not stressing out to get tickets. But I can imagine that would be an absolute nightmare for those who are in the ballots or those who don't have season tickets. But this is I don't mind keeping Gillespie because he's been here through thick and thin. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, yeah, we signed him in 2020, didn't we? We signed him during the lockdown years. I mean, I don't mind keeping Gillespie. But Gillespie's just there, just for the training sessions. Really, to be honest, he's not even our 25 months. But Gillespie is at training ground every day, just so you have the goalkeepers there, so you have someone where that would just save shots all session long. A bit like John Ruddy as well. Like the decent people don't get obviously they get paid a decent amount. They still probably get like 10 to 20 grand a week, which is a lot of money. Obviously, a lot of money for them. But the reality is they're just there really for training sessions, basically. So I've got no issues with them being there. They do their job. Eddie Howe's obviously happy with them. Yeah, I don't think there's any issues with those two. This is hello Adam in chat. Hello mate. Hope things are well. Another payday for me. Oh yeah, it certainly is, Colin. Obviously, yeah, all the show had to be buzzing. They got themselves into a semi-finals and another match day when you guys will be getting paid, so you'd be happy at that one. But on the home tickets, Adam, they don't tell us how successful the ballots are. I will. Yeah, it's a tricky conversation to go down, isn't it? I just don't know enough about it, like, because I don't go through the ballots personally. So I've heard different things about them. I've heard people that have been quite lucky, and I've heard people that don't win any. So it's a tricky one, basically. It's a tricky one, but. So just for those who are coming to the chat, basically, I asked this about 10 minutes ago. I was asking Newcastle fans, what do you think's been our biggest mistake we've made since the takeover? Because I feel like it's an interesting comment to make. For me, I feel a bit harsh saying this because, again, I don't want to pick on one person, but I feel like not selling Wilson last January has had a massive snowballing effect on our team because let's say what we saw Callum Wilson last January, where he would have went to Atletico Madrid, a Saudi team, whatever he would have went to. In terms of the fee, would have been between 10 to 15 million pounds, I reckon, which is a lot of money compared to the zero that we're going to get for him now. Since that, he plays a couple of games, gets injured against Forest in January. He's out into basically the back end of the season, comes back against Burnley and then Brentford to 2 matches. Season ends, season's over. He gets injured during the summer. Obviously, we go through pre-season, we go to Japan, we come back, season begins. Wilson still out for a few months. He comes back in against which was a West Ham at home. It was one of the home games, and then he plays Brentford away, injured again. It's a nightmare, that one. If I had to say one, I don't think it's our biggest mistake, but I definitely think not selling Wilson last January was a big mistake because we've lost a lot. We lost a lot of PSR sale revenue that we would have got for that. So that for me is one of them. But I don't know if I would say that's probably our biggest one, but I feel like that one's up there. I've seen a lot of people say letting Amanda go now. Well, the Amanda Staveley situation was quite murky because you got to remember the last couple of years she lost a huge Greek tycoon court case where she's lost a lot of money. In terms of her shares, herself and Mary that obviously owned a certain amount of Newcastle United, 20% to be exact in the numbers. But the reality is, you put them up against the Reuben brothers, not even the PIF, put them up against the Reuben brothers. They haven't got any money. They just don't have the money to be able to really take Newcastle to the next level. Obviously, those two on a regular match day, just her being at the women's games, her being at the men's games, massive an actual face where people could go up to and kind of know deep down that there's somebody there to talk to. But the reality is, you got to look at Amanda's health as well. She's got quite a serious health condition where obviously eventually it's going to change her life like a lot. So it's tricky, that one. It's tricky, that one. It is hard. Obviously, it's sad to see her go. It was just a bad situation, to be honest. I still don't know what I think about her, to be honest. Obviously, the way she left probably wasn't the way that she wanted to go. I don't think it's the way that we wanted that to go either. So it's a tricky one. Another payday for me. He's still buzzing about that. Fair enough, Colin. Not selling Miggy. Well, hopefully he goes in the next window. But again, unlike Wilson, where last January we could have sold Wilson for 10 to 15 million pounds. Miggy now, I still think if we sell Miggy now, we'll get some money for him. I don't know if it'll be loads. If we're able to get anything over 10 million pounds, I think that's a good amount of money for him. He's only 31 now, scored 4 goals in the last year and a bit. When is the draw? The draw was after the Tottenham game, by the way, so not too long. But in terms of Miggy, he's a player that I think we'll sell eventually, though. That's also true, yeah. You got to look at the fact that Miggy didn't want to go either. Should have got more squad depth last season. It was just a bit of a nightmare window, wasn't it? Newcastle just tried everything and just didn't click. Obviously, the Mark Gay situation was a nightmare. The director of football situation was a nightmare. So, obviously, Dan Ashwell went at the start of the year. Paul Mitchell came in during the window. You got to remember, he wasn't here at the start. He came in during the window. Oh, it was a nightmare window. This is £8.5 million and Miggy offer he's going in January. I've seen briefly that report today. We'll see a bit more about it over the next couple of days. For me, I still think we can wiggle a little bit more out of them. I reckon we probably could squeeze over £10 million. The problem was when the Saudi Arabian teams bought them last season, they didn't want to go to Saudi, so that was a big problem straight away. That's right. So in terms of man, it is Huntington's disease. That's correct. Yeah, so it's quite unfortunate, but. Again, with her, you got to remember there's quite a lot going on with her personally. So even though on a business point of view, a bit of a nightmare how she left, but you got to remember that she's still got her personal life as well. So it's one of those ones, lad. It is what it is. It is what it is. Wow, that's an interesting one. Now, I think it's harsh to blame Newcastle for the Tonali situation. Now, how are Newcastle supposed to know that Tonali's been gambling? Not mentioning he was gambling as well after he joined Newcastle. So it's not like he's just done it a couple of years ago then stopped. He done it, came into Newcastle, then continued to do it. And obviously, in a medical, a player is supposed to disclose any medical issues or any any forms of mental health. Obviously, Tonali's never ever going to disclose that because he wants to play for Newcastle United. But as a player, you are supposed to disclose his information. He doesn't do that. Obviously, there was an issue with was it the Aston Villa player, wasn't it, where he got caught. Tonali then basically told everyone that he had been gambling. They then investigated him. They got to a year ban, which is one of the longest bans in football history, by the way. Tonali's came back in and done wonders since. But it's you can't blame Newcastle for that situation. Obviously, he does legitimately have like a serious gambling addiction. Like he actually did have a gambling addiction. So yeah, I don't think you can blame Newcastle for that. If you ask me, how are we supposed to know that that was going on behind the scenes? I know you can argue that we could have looked into it more, but like, there's no way Newcastle can find that information out. It just wasn't going to happen. Barnes, I don't think was the worst mistake. What, Harvey Barnes? I've seen a few people actually mention Harvey Barnes. Yeah, I rate Harvey Barnes quite a lot actually. I like him as a player. I know he's not the most exciting player in the world. He's not someone that's always going to have amazing games, but he scores goals. Harvey Barnes scores goals. Outside it is six, the highest goal scorer this season. I think he's on 6 now. Am I correct in saying that? I mean, Harvey Barnes, big claim here, minds, but Harvey Barnes this season has been better than Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon he's been bad in front of goal. He's had good games, Gordon, don't get me wrong. He's obviously had some big moments, but I haven't been at Keenan Gordon this season. Again, yesterday, had a couple of big chances, doesn't take them. Harvey Barnes has took his chances when he's had them, so even though Gordon, I think, is a better player than Barnes, I think Harvey Barnes over Gordon this season. Honestly, I haven't been too keen on Gordon this year. And I was hoping he gets a few goals and he gets his confidence back, but yeah, he's missed some big chances so far, mind. Still good price for 40 million. What's this here? I think that's a fair comment, actually. I think that's a fair comment. Obviously, Newcastle have got to ask themselves, why do we not have these training ground sponsors? There's quite a few different avenues could have went down. Yeah, I think that's a fair one, actually. Newcastle definitely could have more sponsorships than the currently have. There might be a reason why they're holding off. I'm sure the club's going to know a lot more than I will. So, yeah, there might be a reason why they're holding off. Not sure yet, so we'll see anyway. It says Harvey goal involvements Barnes doesn't need to play every minute, one option now. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, listen, if he does nothing on the pitch and scores, he's still a good game. Like you can't say it's not. So he scores goals. Harvey Barnes. He gets in the end of the ball. He's someone that I think as a defender he wouldn't mind playing against so much. But then again, he still catches you out. He still gets those opportunities, and obviously he loves the iconic left foot bend. But yeah, I do like him a lot. Oh, I think that's an easy answer, to be honest. I'm going to see what the chat thinks first, but I think this is an easy answer. Honestly, I think it's easy. There's only one. There's only one I believe we should go for. One sec, guys. I couldn't get my second phone. Yeah. Basically, I'm trying to figure out a bit more about the StreamYard. So obviously, you can see me on the screen now with my first phone that's there. I can essentially connect the second phone to the live stream, and I was going to see if we can try and do something with it. So give me a sec, guys. I'm going to quickly mess around with the phone, but still going to answer your comments. Just yeah, easy and Bemboy. He's outrageously good, by the way. Good player. He's a good player. Now look at his stats. Bear in mind he's played at Brentford throughout his entire career. Look at his stats and tell me you wouldn't take him on Newcastle. My God, his stats are good. He's an unbelievable player. He scores once every 2 games. Statistically scores once every 2 games. How many goals has he got this season? Is he on 9 goals this season already? I swear he's on 8 or 9 already this season. He's almost on double figures, and we're in December. He's an outright option. 100% you're taking him. Hi, Adam. Hello, D, mate. Hope you're well, mate. Give us just 1 second, lads. I'm going to quickly get my second phone. Yeah, I'm going to try and mess around a little bit. Yeah, because I can get this second phone on the stream, then we can potentially get a few things on while we're talking. So we'll see that. Yeah, we'll enter without a mic or camera. Give us just a sec, guys. I'm going to seek it. Is it possible for me to show my phone, like my actual phone screen camera? I'll quickly turn the volume off if you want to hear me again. Okay, recording progress. Sorry, guys, I'm just about ready here. Okay. Nah, I don't think I can actually. I'm a nightmare with this technology, by the way. Well, Arsenal fan here, Arsenal podcast. Bet we get you in the semi. Obviously, in our point of view, I want Liverpool versus Arsenal. Is what I want. I would love Tottenham. I would most certainly love Tottenham if they beat Manchester United. That's the team that I want. In terms of Arsenal, I'm intrigued to see what Arsenal think about this actually. Obviously, I'm asking you and any other Arsenal fans in this stream, who would you want? I'm assuming you guys would want Newcastle. I'm gonna. Then again, though, Arsenal were outplayed when went to St James's Park earlier this season. I think in most occasions, Arsenal tend to struggle at St James's. They don't get results there, at least not often, in a more recent basis. Then again, though, I've been to the Emirates a lot of times. I think I've been to the Emirates 5 times now. I've seen Newcastle draw once. I've never seen us win. I've seen a 0-0 draw. Where, to be honest, we were horrible in that game. We were parking the bus, just playing Eddie Howe S-House football. We were just horrible in that game. That's the only time I've seen Newcastle get a result at the Emirates. I've been 5 times. Then again, I like playing Arsenal at St James's Park though, so that's an interesting one. That one. We want Spurs in the final, so okay. So you're gonna want Newcastle or Liverpool, and out of those two, I can probably imagine which team you're gonna pick. So okay, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Obviously fair enough from having potentially Tottenham in a final as well. I don't think Tottenham gets to the final. I don't rate Tottenham that much. You got to remember now, Newcastle's been all over the place this season. Tottenham and Manchester United are both still below Newcastle. Now, of course, Manchester United do a new manager. They're probably going to have a manager bounce. They're probably all going to play better. I know they might not be doing that at the minute, but they're probably all going to play better. Tottenham, for me, are quite easy to exploit. Eddie Howe knows how to beat Tottenham. He just knows how to do it. Newcastle are able to get behind quite a lot. Obviously, Tottenham on a good attacking day will rip Newcastle to shreds because that's what a good attacking minded team like Tottenham does. However, I think Newcastle's team is better than ours. Not Arsenal. I think Newcastle's team is better than Tottenham's. I think our start 11 is better than theirs, and I think that's a big factor why I would want them in the semi-final over 2 legs. I think our team is better than theirs, and Newcastle and Tottenham are two teams that just don't win trophies. So both teams I think will be a bit nervy in the semi-finals. That's the one I want, to be honest. That's the one I want. But let's see what you guys think. Oh God, please no, please. I'm not even gonna mention that comment. I'm not gonna get into that at all. If the draw happens, we get Liverpool. We'll have that conversation then. I'm not even gonna waste my breath on it. I'm not gonna waste my breath on it. I'm not even gonna imagine it. It's out of my head at the minute. Oh, I said sorry. So I said Gordon. I don't know what you're replying to there, mate. Sorry, I'm completely. Oh, the Tottenham bounced above us. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, well done, guys. He's like 11 for something. I didn't realize they bounced above us actually, but yeah, it's. I still don't rate them. I still don't rate them. Obviously, Newcastle have beaten Tottenham the last 3 times though at St James's Park, and we've scored 12 goals in the last 3 games against them. That's big. 6-1, 4-0, 2-1. We are a team that loves to score against Tottenham at St James's Park. Even in a worst case scenario, we lose 1 or 2-0 at Tottenham Stadium. You can't rule Newcastle out from potentially scoring 3, 4, 5, 6 past them because we have done that before. So Tottenham's the one I want. If things go well so far, which it is Tottenham's winning now, to give Tottenham respect, they would have done the same as we last season, where they've knocked Man City out, they've knocked Manchester United out. Yes, we've done that last year, but you can't discredit them because they've also done it here if they do go on to win this game. So yeah, I've got to give them respect as well. Rashford or Langer? I'm still saying Rashford. I don't know what you guys think about that. Obviously, there's a lot of talk of Rashford potentially moving somewhere in January. I mean, I say I wouldn't take him at Newcastle. I would under some very, very severe circumstances. Rashford, biggest problem being £325,000 per week. That is mental. £1.3 million every 4 weeks. That is criminal for Rashford's ability. He's a good player, yes, don't get me wrong. £1.3 million 4 weeks. That is shambolic. You can't defend that. That is unbelievable. He would be by far Newcastle's highest paid player. It will completely destroy the infrastructure that we've got of our squad. We would not be happy at all our squad if we were to get a player that wage in. Not to mention our PSR and our FFP nightmare. That wage will completely destroy our club, basically. So, no, for that reason. If we were able to somehow get Rashford down to 100 grand a week, yes, I would say yes, but no way is that ever going to happen. There's no way he's saying yes to that, and there's no way Newcastle are going to agree to that. It's just not happening. So, yeah, it's just not happening. But I do rate him more than Alanga. I do like Rashford quite a lot. In terms of Rashford's playing ability, my problem with Rashford being over the last couple of years, I think there's a lot going on in his head. I don't know if it's something on his personal life. It just feels like when he plays on a football pitch, there's something going on outside it. He just isn't the same player. He hasn't been the same. I don't know if it's been something on mentally. Obviously, I know last season, I think after the loss to Derby against City, he's just out drinking in a club. And obviously, after you lose a massive derby, of course, fans are going to be peeved off by that he got in the trouble because of that. There's little things like that where there must be a lot going on up here, to be honest. I don't need to sit here and do psychology degrees to know that there's something going on. And that's just my thoughts on Rashford, to be honest. Why do you not? Yeah, that's also true. To be fair, obviously I was thinking Rashford more as a striker option to be honest as a backup striker. I know he likes playing left hand side, but he can't play striker as well. That was more my opinion on it. But yeah, he definitely would be good enough to be a number 2 for us. But again, there's no way he's agreed to that. So it's just a non-conversation really. But yeah, that's an interesting comment actually. Rashford's too young with too much money. I'll probably agree with that actually. Listen, if I was Rashford, like, let's say I'm getting paid £1.3 million every 4 weeks, would I deep down be giving 100% and constantly working my backside off to be better? With that kind of money, I don't think you would because you've already got everything you want in life. With Rashford, if you have £1.3 million every 4 weeks, you get your end goal already. Like, why would you push on to do better? Because you're getting that much money. I mean, that is ridiculous. I mean, what's that? Like, is that? That's from his wage alone. He's getting, what is it, 15 to 16 million pounds per year. And that's before sponsorships, anything he does outside of playing for Manchester United. 15 to 16 million pounds. It's disgusting, isn't it? Like, how is he going to want to be better as a player? He just won't, will he? It's just so much money. It's just so much money. Half time, by the way, in the Tottenham game. Tottenham won, Manchester United 0. I see that's good. I think that's good for us. I think that's good. Let's see. We'll take the ban off the screen for a little bit. Confident I think we can make it the final and get a good draw out of the lads. Well, I said it yesterday in my vlog, and I'll say it again here. Newcastle United have to believe in themselves. It's been over 3 years since the takeover now. Newcastle have an expensive squad. Let's not lie, we have spent a lot of money. I know we haven't spent as much as probably would have liked to. Newcastle, outside the big six, still has the most expensive squad going. I think we have the 9th most expensive squad in world football, which is mental when you put it that way. But if we don't believe that we can get to the Carabao Cup final again, what are we doing, basically? What are we doing here? If Newcastle don't believe in themselves, and they don't believe they can't beat Arsenal over 2 legs, if they don't believe they can't beat Liverpool over 2 legs, so they don't believe they can't beat Tottenham over 2 legs, what are we doing as a football club? That's the obvious question to ask. We have to believe in ourselves. Eddie Howe has to believe in the players, which he does. The players have to believe they can do it. We can. Let me ask you the obvious question, okay? Tottenham, Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal. All 4 of these teams have been to St James's Park in their most recent visit. How many of those teams have won at St James's Park in their most recent visit? And give me the easiest answer possible. 0. None of them have won. Liverpool didn't win. Arsenal didn't win. Manchester United didn't win. Tottenham didn't win. All 4 of those teams came to St James's Park. All 4 of those teams. Liverpool was the only one that got a result. They walked away with 1 point. The rest got nothing. Now, Newcastle, you've got to credit Newcastle on that because, yes, okay, this season we have been dodgy at times against the lesser clubs in the league. But against the big sides and big occasions, Newcastle United turns up and Newcastle United plays well against the top teams. And we, at home, can most definitely take on any team. Our issue, if we are to talk about a 2-legged semi-final here, is also asked that reverse question. How many of those teams in our most recent visit has Newcastle won at out of those 4 teams? Arsenal, we haven't won there since 2011 when Andy Carroll was scored. It's the last time we won there. Manchester United, outside of the Carabao Cup last season, we haven't won there since Kabay 2014. And then before that, you're talking the 70s. Liverpool, we haven't won there since the 90s. Is that when Andy Cole scored a hat-trick or something? It was in the middle 90s the last time we won at Anfield. And then Tottenham, we lost there on my birthday last year and we conceded 4 goals. So that's the balance Newcastle have. None of these teams have won at St James's Park, but Newcastle have lost all the games away. So that's the reality we have, and that's the mindset and the curve Newcastle need to be able to flip around. We're so good at home, but we can't take them on away. And when Newcastle are able to get to silverware and being able to get to these levels, we have to be able to beat the best of the best away. We haven't done it yet. Big win against Villa last season, done it against Man U in the Cup, fair enough. Other than that, since Eddie Howe's came in and since the takeover was happening, Newcastle still have not won at these big stadiums. That's the one thing that's probably keeping us back from really being at that top level. Yes, good point. Yes, Anfield's so hard to win at. Yes, the Emirates is so hard to win at. Yes. The reality is Newcastle eventually need to do it. They need to just get this monkey off their back and just to be able to win at these top stadiums. I think once we eventually do that, hopefully in the semi-final, then Newcastle can really get going as a football club. But that's probably the one thing that's really keeping us back. I feel like just our away record, especially at these big stadiums, we never win at any of them, and we just need to hopefully at least this season just win at one of these grounds. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, that's also true, Benny. That's also a fair point. Obviously, you're going back 3+ years, we would get smashed every single stadium. Now, okay, Newcastle still haven't won many of them, but they do draw at some of them. They do play well at some of them. I stand by this season at Stamford Bridge. Okay, we lost 2-1 to Chelsea, Cole Palmer. If it wasn't for Cole Palmer, I reckon Newcastle had at least a draw on that game. I didn't think we were that bad. So even though we're still losing these games, we're not that bad at times. But what's this here? Liverpool are constantly just ridiculously lucky or getting a bit of help. I'm not going to get into Liverpool just yet. We'll talk about Liverpool in a bit if we get them. I'm just Liverpool. Just get Liverpool out of your head, please. Just don't think about Liverpool. It'll be all right. Oh God! Don't get me. Are you trying to wind me up? Oh, you're not trying to wind me up. It's not only lap of honour he can get; it's the lap of honour out the door. Do not get me started on him. Yes, he's had a good 6 weeks or so during our Champions League push. He's had some good moments for the club. Do not get me started on that. No way is he getting lap of honour. He's not getting any lap of honours at this football club. No, Biggie. No. Oh no. It says, if we play Spurs, do you think we struggle defensively as we're missing Botman? Botman's going to be back at that. So you've got to remember, first week of January or second week of January, sorry, the first leg, then the second leg's the start of February. Botman will be back for those games. He played for the under-21s earlier this week. I think he'd be on the bench against Ipswich, in my opinion. Botman will be back for those games. But so that's your first thing I will say about that. But I think we can cope with Tottenham now. Kuleski's very good. I love Kuleski. He's good. Solanke's done well for them. Again, there's a sort of striker where I think Newcastle can handle. Son is still good. Probably not the Son of old in the sense that I don't think he's in his prime anymore. Kuleski's the one you want to watch out for, though. He's good. Lewis Hall's very good, though. So that battle between those two will be a good one to watch. So I'm intrigued to see how those two get on. But now I still stand by Spurs is the one I want. Spurs is the one I want. A lot of people want the Arsenal versus Tottenham semi-final or the Arsenal versus Tottenham final. Obviously, for you guys, fair enough. For me, no. The only way you're getting that final is if Tottenham beats us fair and square. That's the solution I want. I want Tottenham. Please, Tottenham. That was the dream scenario for me. Dan Burn is to Jordy Mowley. No, Dan Burn's good centre half. You know, I'm still standing by it. He's not the best centre half in the world. Is he better than Botman? No. But for centre half, Dan Burn does a job. You know, Dan Burn. I rate Dan Burn as centre half. I don't think he's that bad. I think he's all right. Hope you see more William Osula when Wilson's a job. Well, Osula's going to get the game against Bromley. Speaking of Bromley, by the way, yeah, my mate I say mate, it's only my mate actually. Sorry, but basically my high school. Obviously I left in 2016, so that was when I left. Someone in my year group plays for Bromley. I'm not even joking. No cap, guys. Look, hands are up. No cap. Someone in my year group plays for Bromley, and we are playing them in the FA Cup. That is just mental, by the way. But yeah, with all due respect to Bromley, we should be destroying them. Usula, that game, Usula, son, turn up, turn up that game, boy. That's the one for him. He's gonna be white hair. In my opinion, like every single Newcastle player needs to get the blonde white hair. Have the entire starting 11 with his Bruno haircut. I think we're looking good there. It's just oh, the cat's here. Come on, jumping up. One sec, guys. The cat's here. You gonna jump up? Come here. Where you going? Okay, you. Oh, there she is. There she is. Oh no, she's gone. Never mind. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. No, but stop with this. Stop with this. I'm just. We're not. It's not happening. I'm ignoring comments about Liverpool. I don't want to hear any more Liverpool comments tonight. I'm sick of hearing Liverpool. No more Liverpool. I mean, fair. Now, to be fair, in our defence against Liverpool, right, you got to remember the second leg is at the start of February. Now, I don't know exactly the Champions League structure at that point, but you got to remember. I think in terms of Liverpool, obviously focusing on the league, focusing on the Champions League. That's the two main goals for them this season. If you would ask any Liverpool fan, theoretically, would you lose to Newcastle United in a two-legged semi-final if it meant Liverpool won the Premier League and won the Champions League? How many Liverpool fans would say yes to that scenario? Every single Liverpool fan would say yes to that. So, in our defence, Liverpool probably have one eye away from the Carabao Cup. If Liverpool was to win a treble this season, it would be the treble of the Champions League, the Premier League, and the FA Cup. And that's the perfect treble you could have. The Carabao Cup is deemed as the lesser trophy in their eyes. So unless it's a quadruple, they just win everything, which is fair enough. But in terms of a treble, the dream treble is the Champions League, the FA Cup, and the Premier League. So obviously, I don't personally want them. Don't get me wrong, I don't want Liverpool. However, they're still going to be looking elsewhere, I reckon. So we'll see that. We'll see that. City always just for bottling the cup. City. Oh, what do you mean? Do you mean the FA Cup? I don't know what you mean. Do you mean the FA Cup? I've got no idea what you mean there. Yeah, look, fair enough. Obviously, Danny here, a Liverpool fan. Exactly, like a Liverpool fan. Obviously, you would take going out on your cash if it meant you won the Champions League and the Premier League. And obviously for Arne Slot, to be fair, his interview yesterday was interesting because again he was talking about the fact that we need to defend our trophy. Got remember, obviously Liverpool won it last year, and I feel like especially as a title holder, you're always going to want to try and maintain that trophy. So a bit similar what City done, won it 4 times in a row and have eventually lost in their 5th time, but they're always going to want to keep trying to maintain that trophy. So if Liverpool had lost the final last year, again, I'll probably be less hesitant about them, but I still don't want Liverpool. I still want Tottenham, to be honest. I think Liverpool still is the nightmare scenario for us. But just in terms of you guys, by the way, if anyone has popped into the stream now, make sure to smash the like button, by the way. I'm going to check how many you're on. So we're currently on 71 likes, so we can try and get up to 100. I appreciate that. And obviously, if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe because, again, we do have the Ipswich vlog on Saturday. We are heading to Ipswich tomorrow, 4 hours and 30 minutes on the train. So straight down to Peterborough, switch Peterborough, and straight to Ipswich. So not actually that bad to get there. I thought it'd be a bit awkward to get there, but it's Sam getting there really. It's just long, so it's a long fall away. Still think it's a bit better than Luton last year though. Luton Town away on the 23rd of December was horrible. My train originally would have been back at Christmas Eve, which you do not ever want. So I managed to get a lift back with someone from the Luton game. That was bad, mind you. We nearly crashed, so that was quite scary actually. So yeah, but fine. Obviously, it didn't happen, but it was a close one. It was a close one. That was probably the worst car accident I've been in. It wasn't an accident, but we did nearly crash, and that wasn't great. But just yeah. My whole family's Liverpool fans. So many mates supported Newcastle United. Watch it go. Oh god, that is the worst. Fair play to you, by the way, chap. Fair play to media here. He could have joined the crowd and went Liverpool, but he's went Newcastle. That's I rate that a lot. Didn't we lose to Luton away? Yes, we did. It was a Ross Barkley one there. Ross Barkley scored one against me in 2023. Oh god, don't get me started now. I still haven't finished this can yet, Barry. I haven't even got through one can yet. It's actually not that bad, to be honest. It's not that bad. I've heard good things about this one. I haven't had those two yet. There's an interesting one here actually for you guys, by the way. I don't know how well you can see that, but win football tickets at Carabao Cup Energy.co.uk. You guys after some Carabao Cup tickets, and you go, there's no code. I thought it would give us a code or something, but now you got to type that in there. So any of you guys that are struggling to get your semi-final tickets, that could be a way for you. But but by the way, imagine getting an email of Carabao Cup saying that well done, you've won tickets to a match, and it's like Plymouth versus Norwich or something. Imagine that. I'd be fuming if that was me. But yeah, I don't know what that's for, but maybe you can try your luck there. No, Carabao is not paying me, by the way. I've just bought it for the themes, and I never had this before. Never had them, but now I promise. Oh, the wrong one. I promise you guys, we're not sponsored tonight. I wouldn't have minded being sponsored by Carabao, but we aren't. No, we aren't. Have you got any of the retro shirts that the club sells? The retro ones. I don't have any of those ones actually. I like to get like the actual like real retro shirts, the ones that are from the 90s. I don't really tend to get the what's the word for it? Like the reprinted ones. There's some interesting stuff though. You can buy some signed shirts in the club shop now. I don't think the price was. I say not that bad. It's still expensive, but I don't think the prices were awful. You could have bought like a full squad signed shirt from this year. I think it was 450 now. That's still a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, but it's from Newcastle United. So like, I'm always quite awkward about buying signed shirts because basically anyone really could probably just try and forge some signatures together. But since it's from Newcastle, you know it's legit. So yeah, you can't buy them for 450 from the club shop, which is again a lot of money. And I think for similar shirts, singular shirts. So for example, let's say it's like a Bruno or like a Tonali shirt. So I think those ones are 250 signs. So again, it's what you guys personally think about that, but. I don't think those prices are shockingly bad. I don't think actually that. I don't think they're awful. God, please, Alfie, please. That is the optimism I want to hear. Actually, it says we got very lucky yesterday, Adam, against Southampton. It was apparently the Saints' last kick of the game. Oh, Liverpool fan, so yeah. Really. I seen the scorings were quite close in both the games. Obviously, Palace were winning against Arsenal. Arsenal then were able to pick them apart. Liverpool twice this season they've been at Southampton. They haven't been that awfully keen down there. But listen, if your team plays bad and still wins games, then it says a lot about how good Liverpool are. I've seen the state of Darwin Núñez's goal yesterday. Oh my God, Southampton are shocking. They are actually shocking. I mean, there's two glaring mistakes in Núñez's goal. The defender, I think he tries to block a pass, and he just kicks it over the back of his head through for Núñez. And then the goalkeeper slipped, basically giving Núñez an open goal. My God, that goal yesterday was so bad at Southampton point of view. But again, Liverpool played bad and still wins games. It just says a lot about them, to be honest, how good they've been. So, Liverpool's a team that does worry me a bit. No, no way for both of them. Like, absolutely no chance for both of them. What do I think about that? Nah, I still have to say no. No, to be fair, like, in Bruno Tonali's situation, like, I know City are going to be looking for a midfielder. They'll want to buy someone in, but it's probably the worst type of join City, to be honest, because there's so many question marks surrounding City. I know Man City is still Man City. I'm not going to pretend that Man City is not upgrading Newcastle because it definitely is. But as a player, would you want to join City at this moment in time because they are a mess, like an actual mess? And for Newcastle, there's still a lot in our season. If Newcastle was out of the cup, let's say Newcastle were 14 for someone, 10 points about European football, for example, then yeah, I think it could be a different question. But Newcastle are well and truly in it. I mean, we are well and truly in for European football. It's probably the most competitive Premier League season I've seen in the last 10, 15 years. It's a very good season. Newcastle, despite our poor form at times, have still got themselves in it. We are in a semi-final of a cup competition. I can't see them leaving. I don't think they're leaving January. I can't see those two leaving. It's such a big season for us. I think they'll stick it out to the summer. Ooh. That's an interesting one, actually. Who would you guys want as club captain? Because I probably agree in the sense that I don't think Bruno's really probably the best captain material. I feel like it's a bit more of a bit more politics behind that. I'm not gonna say anything about the game just yet. But for anyone that's watching the dodgy stick in the Tottenham game, you might want to keep an eye on it. I've obviously just spoiled it there, but we'll give you 60 seconds and then I'm going to say what's happened. Who would you actually want as captain this season? That's an interesting one now. I'll probably say Burn in terms of starting. I think Dan Burn will be a good captain. Obviously, then again, Burn will be coming out of this team shortly, so interesting one. But I'm not. I don't know if I agree with Bruno being the captain, to be honest. But he's had enough time now. By the way, 2-0 Tottenham. Come on, Kuleski, 2-0. The start of the second half, and Manchester United have conceded again. Martinez, what are you doing? What are you doing? That defending is horrendous. Like, he just gives him the ball. How can he give Kuleski the ball like that? He's literally Tottenham's best player. 2-0 to Tottenham now. And it looks like they're going into the semi-final. So Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham. I think Tottenham out of that fixture was the team that I wanted. I didn't want Manchester United to go through. Tottenham, I feel like, is a team that we can catch out. I reckon we can catch them out. Okay. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Okay. Yeah, I agree with this. Yeah, you got to remember Kieran Trippier is what 34 now. He's not going to start for Newcastle. Let's be realistic in that. But why can't Trippier just stay as a squad rotation player? Do we need to send Trippier away? We're not going to get any money for him now. He's in his middle 30s. To be honest, when you watch Trippier play, he's a completely different player now. He's not that aggressive anymore. He's not someone that's going to bomb down the line anymore and whip balls in like he did at the start of last season and the season before that. He has lost his leg a little bit, but as a defensive player and for the experience and the stature that he has, you've got to have a player like him in your team. Just even if he's just sitting in the dressing room, him in the dressing room is doing a lot more than someone else. You know what I mean? Trippier is a very experienced player, and we've got to give him respect now. He was number one since the takeover. This might be a controversial take, but even though it's only been a couple of years, because of what he's done in that time, because of where Newcastle's been to since Trippier's came in, I'm willing to put him down as a club legend. I actually am. You know, he needs a lot of respect, Trippier. Now he on his day for Newcastle, he was outrageously good. First full season, incredible. Second, first half season, again incredible. He's had a lot going on in his personal life. I don't need to talk about his circumstances, but I'm sure you guys are probably aware of his personal life. There's been a lot going on there. But he's good, Trippier. I think he's a club legend. I don't know if you guys will agree or disagree with that, but I think because of the fact that he joined Newcastle when we were 19th in the Premier League table, yes, it was a massive takeover. Yes, he's getting paid a lot of money, but still a lot of uncertainty. For that point in his career, there's still probably one big move left in him. He could have maybe went back to Tottenham, maybe went to a team like Manchester. I know his family are Manchester United fan. He could have done that. He could have done that. He could have stuck on Madrid. He didn't. He moved to Newcastle, and I'm putting him down as a club legend. I honestly think he is. So I'm intrigued to see what you guys think about that. What's this here? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, it's the same with people that see a long stuff out. For example, now Newcastle United need bodies every single area of the pitch. Now, just because a player doesn't start for Newcastle United doesn't mean we should automatically sell him. We need depth. Sean Longstaff for me is good enough to be squad depth for Newcastle. I think he should be in and around the team, in my personal opinion. That's the same with Joe Willock if we keep a hold of him. Callum Wilson might be a bit of an exception because of the fact he gets injured all the time. But players like Murphy, I think's all right. Dan Burn, I think should definitely be a squad rotation player. Trippier, I think should be a squad rotation player. Shaw eventually, when he hopefully gets dropped for a better centre half again, I think should be a squad rotation player. But we need bodies in the team. We need experience. We need players that have been through thick and thin, and we need Geordie lads as well. So for me, we need depth. Trippier is a good squad depth player. Don't get me started just yet, lad. Don't get me started just yet. I like to say yes, but we've still got a big 2-game leg to go through. But let's just take it one step at a time. Much love from Los Angeles, Adam. Wow, another content keeping the good work. Thank you, Andrew. And what time is it in America? Actually, what time is it in Los Angeles? Because again, my head was just all over the place with the American time zones when I was there last year, and I just wasn't too sure on it. I mean, yeah, obviously, if it was a PSR nightmare and then the FFP shenanigans, I think that's a fair reason, yes. But again, I still would rather keep a hold of long stuff, to be honest. That's my personal opinion. But if we were in a PSR nightmare, then that there I think is a good option. Yes, this is 1 p.m. Okay, that is yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, it's certainly true, Mike. Lee Raiders out of his American Seahawks hat, fair enough. Obviously, my problem with the draw tonight is once two teams get drawn out, you know who you've got. So there's no suspense. Once the draw happens, you're just straight into it. We're straight in there. So once we get in there, it's big. One sec. Does he want out? I still don't know if Kieran Trippier actually wanted out now. Obviously, I know on social media you see reports from journalists and you'll see comments come out. I'm still willing to bet Kieran Trippier as a sort of player where if Eddie Howe says, listen, if Eddie Howe, for example, let's pretend I'm Eddie Howe now. Let's say I sit down with Trippier. Kieran, thank you so much for the last few years. We'd love to keep a hold of you for one more season. We've been really pleased with you being in around the dressing room. I know you're not getting the game time that you want, but please stick by us. We will give you the game time in cup competitions. And when we need you to come in, we know you can come and be reliable and do your job. And we want you to be a part of the cast. I'm still willing to bet Kieran Trippier as a sort of player that could say yes. Maybe he decides to move eventually, but I still think that we could convince Trippier to stay in our year. I think we could. I know he probably wants first team football, but he's got to look at himself now and go that I'm 34 years old. You see the way Trippier plays. He's not the same player he was 2 years ago. He doesn't play the same way he did 2 years ago. So him himself knows that I can't just run down the byline all match long. I know I can't do that anymore. Even him himself is adapted to his age factor now. So I think a Trippier one. I think we could come to Trippier to stay. I'm still not 100% convinced he wants out. I know obviously social media might say, "Oh, what's the cat doing?" Well, it sleeps like that, by the way. So if you see it kind of just like sitting there doing nothing, it just that's how it sleeps. It only sleep on top of that couch. But yeah, that's what it's doing. Just to let you know. Am I so long staff and get replacement with the cash? Nothing against the man, but he's still a temptation, Eddie. It depends now. If we need to sell players, and he's the sort of one that we could get rid of, yeah. But we need depth. Newcastle United just need squad depth. Obviously, then again, I got my mood. I play players like Lewis Murray out there. Need to loan out Murray. We need to see where we are by the summer time. It's still quite early to give my opinions and all that. Oh my god! Holy smokes! They're 3-0 up. Solanke's got two. Oh, they're destroying them. They're destroying Manchester United here. Oh, do we still want Tottenham? Oh, they're not messing around, yeah. Oh, they've scored 3 goals in 50 minutes, yeah. Oh, oh dear. Yeah, Tottenham are messing around, yeah. They're playing quite well, yeah. Let's watch this go. Solanke breaks away. There's no VAR tonight. Holds the ball up on his own. Yeah, that's a good goal by Solanke, man. He holds it up quite well there. He's quite literally ran from the halfway line. He's got past both the centre half. And in a Manchester United point of view, that's awful defending. That's bad defending from them. Tottenham are ripping them to shreds. They are ripping them to shreds. But Man U have been bad tonight. Tottenham are not messing around. 3-0. Oh dear. This is why I don't do as many overnight stay vlogs these days. I still do a few now and again. Obviously, the problem being this season, obviously without European football, I'm going to like the same places. I know Ipswich this weekend's a different scenario where it's a place I've never been to before. It's a brand new place, so chances are, yeah, I might do an overnight stay vlog. But the problem is this season that we just lose so many games, lads. So when I'm doing overnight stay vlogs, like I'm basically doing like a travel vlog about a match that we will crap at or a match that we lose at. So it's kind of like, do you guys really want to see like a depressing kind of vlog? So it's one of them ones that's a bit tricky. I probably will do one this weekend. I think Christmas special, we've got to do an overnight stay vlog. Christmas special. On shoot, I forgot. I don't have a. I swear I had a Santa costume somewhere. I was going to get dressed up for the Ipswich game, but I forgot to buy something. So I might have to make a little visit tomorrow. But yeah, it's an interesting one. He's one that I think does need to go, to be honest. But then again, though, we're getting no money for Callum Wilson, so would it be better keeping Callum Wilson on, even if he's a third slash fourth choice striker, just keeping him there rather than selling him? We're not going to get any money for him, so 100% need to buy a new striker. Don't get me wrong, we need a striker in there. But he's probably the sort of player, again, where if he's, I mean, he's not going to be happy, but if he's willing to accept that he's going to be like a fourth choice striker, then yeah, I think we probably should keep hold of him a little bit longer. But I can't lie, he's just a nightmare. Everything with him is just a nightmare. It's unfortunate, but Newcastle just we need to buy strikers. We need to get a striker because we can't rely on him anymore. I would have rather played Man U and Tottenham, to be honest. I still disagree with that because obviously Manchester United is still an unknown entity. New managers came in. I know you watched this game, not awful, but this name might be good next month. We learned the hard way. Man U had a good spring of games going into the cup final and they played well in the day. Then after the cup final, they were crap. So it just depends what form you get in a team and when those games come around. And Man U were just able to get one on Newcastle, not to mention the experience that all those players already had in cup finals. So it was a tricky one. It's an interesting one. I do like Willock a lot. I'm going to be honest, I do like Joe Willock quite a lot. Obviously, yes, he's made of glass, and I'm scared of taking players, but I do like Willock. I just wish he could stay fit more often. That's the only thing I will say about him. I'm getting to the last bit of this can now, so I might crack open a different one. One sec, guys. I actually put some liquid in my eye there. But yeah, I'll quickly say a comment out. What flavour next, guys? What flavour are we doing next? Are we going to do orange? Are we going to do mixed berry? Or are we going to do... Is that the original down there, is it? I think it is. What flavour Carabao are we drinking next? I need to try and taste out some of these. To be fair, it's not actually the worst drink I've ever had. I don't think it's that bad, but... Which one? Berry, you're saying. So you're going to say the pink... Well, no, purple. I need to go with Specsavers. That looks purple to me. We're going to say this one. Is this what we're going to go for? Okay. Mixed berry. Listen for the sound, guys. Listen for the sound. Sounds good. That sounds good. Okay. First about mixed berry taste. There's a lot of sugar in that, man. Whew. There's a lot of sugar there. I need to got more taste to that, but I think that'll be an alright one actually. 4-2 should start midfield against Ipswich. I'll give you a nice, easy answer. I think it should be exactly the starting 11 that we played against. Actually, is there any suspensions going into this game? Actually, I need to quickly remind myself. I'm trying to remember the suspensions because obviously the yellow cards in the Carabao Cup, I think, stay in the Carabao Cup, and then the yellow cards from the league go into the league. I think. I'm trying to remember the suspensions and all this rubbish now because it's a nightmare. Okay, so is J7 out? Joe Linton suspension. Okay, yeah. So obviously it's gonna probably be Longstaff in for Joe Linton, but the rest of that's fine. But Longstaff or Willigan for Joe Linton, and the rest of the start 11 should stay the same, in my opinion. When does it start? After the Tottenham game, it's 3-0 Tottenham. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna be a penalty shootout tonight. So there should be no delays. Somebody just said I'm not going to sleep tonight. Yeah, you're probably right, to be honest. The Shaw suspended as well. Oh dear. Yeah, okay, a couple of big suspensions there. Well, it depends on Dubravka because obviously if Dubravka leaves in a couple of weeks, then we might have a different question there. But to be fair, I thought Dubravka was actually decent yesterday. Yeah, he had a good double save where Wissa just died like a dickhead basically. Right? Wissa just died for no reason. He had a good one-on-one save towards the end of the game, and the goal wasn't his fault. So I think Dubravka, to be fair, she had a good game against Brentford yesterday. As for Blackburn Divas, obviously it's still annoying saying as it just hasn't worked out at all. So it's kind of balanced, that one. Yeah, I thought it was this. I thought Fabian Shaw was out for the first leg of the semi-final. But that, by the way, that's what I think is going to win Newcastle the game. If Lean Dillap was playing, That was a bad one, but I don't drink much energy drink, by the way, lad. I'm just drinking this because it's a special Carabao night. But that is a big one, isn't it? One sec. Just sort me stuff out here. Quickly double check me my second phone before we get going again. One sec, there we go. There we go. Okay, 60th minute. Tottenham's winning 3 now. Oh, that's a big claim from Stevie in the chat. Yeah, Stevie, you are a confident man. Listen, I love a Newcastle fan that is confident as you. You think we'll turn them over? Oof, well, be careful what you wish for. I hope you haven't jinxed us into getting them tonight because, oh no, Stevie. I love the optimism, by the way. I love how confident you are. I love you, I guess, bringing that into the chat. Oh no, I don't know if I agree with that. I hope so. But I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything actually. Okay, we'll play a game, by the way, guys, because obviously I'm going to quickly add a banner here. So I'm going to quickly type a banner in. We're gonna play a game. So just give me 1 sec. Give me just a second. I'm gonna add a banner, and then we're gonna show it in the chat here. I want to test your opinions in the chat. So give me just 1 sec, guys. So we're gonna do this here. Obviously, you might have seen on social media over the last couple of days that I basically answered a question when it was about Adam Pardew's 2011-12 Newcastle squad versus Newcastle United. Now, I want to kind of flip this on its head a little bit. So we're gonna play a game here. Right? So Newcastle United from 2010 until the takeover. So this battery has to be the Newcastle United before the takeover versus Newcastle United now. So any time from 2010 onwards, let's say when Newcastle came back into the Premier League after the 2009-10 campaign. So that 11-year spree until Newcastle today. So Newcastle United from 2010 until the takeover, and then Newcastle United now. What players would you put into a best 11? So just to let you know a question there. So who from Newcastle United squad over the last 11 years before the takeover would you actually put on our squad today? In their prime, as good as they've been for this football, so which ones would you put in Arsenal 11? I'm intrigued to see your thoughts. Obviously, the 2011-12 squad is probably the most the key area where you're going to get these players from, but our areas, I'm intrigued to see what you guys think, actually. I'm intrigued to see what the chat thinks about this. I've got a few in the back of my mind I'm going to stick by. There's a couple that I'm going to stand by as well. Man, you were scored, by the way. What is that by Tottenham? Oh my God. The state of the goals in this game, by the way. What on earth is Tottenham doing there? Forster's passed the ball to Bruno Fernandes there, and then the defenders made a bit of a mess about that as well. So somebody said St. Maximin. You will put St. Maximin in Newcastle's squad now. St. Maximin's an interesting one. Yeah, obviously he gets into Newcastle's team actually because we did sign him before lockdown. So yeah, he would get in there. Oh, I'm going to see what the chat thinks first. There's a couple of obvious ones there. I'm going to go through them in a sec. A lot of Kabais. Now, at the time when I was asked about Cabaye in the video, so I basically asked the question, who's the better player? Johan Cabaye or Bruno Guimaraes? Now, I said Bruno at the time, but to be honest, the more I kind of look back at it, I do flip between the two. Cabaye scored so many good goals for Newcastle. However, I'm still a bit ticked off of the way he left, to be honest. Maybe I was a bit better towards that, so I kind of edged towards Bruno that way. I go back and forth between the two because I do just love Bruno. Cabaye was unbelievable as well. I think Cabaye overall it's going to be Tonali, Cabaye, Bruno. You would do that, wouldn't you? Maybe have a duel in that way, but Cabaye 100% gets in. I think 100%. I'm not counting Shea Given, lad. It has to be 2010 onwards. So I'm counting it since we got promoted back from the Championship. Harper was still a Newcastle player at that time, so yeah, technically you could count Harper, even though obviously it was old man Harper at that point. Ben Arthur, I think, does get in. Colaccini's an interesting one. Do you think Colaccini in his prime is better than Botman and Shaw in their prime? That's hard, that one. I think Botman 100% gets in. Shaw, I still prefer Shaw over Colaccini, I reckon now. Colaccini was unbelievable for Newcastle. Don't get me wrong, he was unbelievable for Newcastle in the 2011-12 season. However, I still think I like Shaw more. I think Ben Arfa 100% gets in. I think Cabaye 100% gets in. For me, I've seen a couple of people mention it. I think Tim Krul in 2011-12 is better than Pope today. I still think Tim Krul then was a better goalkeeper than Nick Pope is now. You've got to remember, Tim Krul was actually outrageously good that year. He was basically the best in the league that season. Outside of Prime Joe Hart. Prime Joe Hart was there. Petr Cech obviously won the Champions League with Chelsea. Again, Cech was up there, but he was probably more outside the Premier League that year. Tim Krul, he had high standards that season. He was no joke that year. He was very good that season. So I think Krul gets in. I think Ben Arthur gets in. I think Cabaye gets in. I think those three 100% get in. I've seen somebody say Sissoko before. Sissoko was unbelievable on his day. Yes, I agree. Sissoko in his playing again was an absolute joke. Wow, Tottenham, what he's doing? Tottenham nearly threw a goal away there again. I still think our midfield three though is Bruno, Cabaye, and Tonali. I think it's those three. Chiote close, Joelinton probably out wide, but again, if not close, Sissoko close. As much as I probably didn't like him on his off day. I think it's probably those ones only. It's not many other players I'm thinking. Barr's not better than Isak. Cece's not better than Isak. Who else was there? There's not many more that are screaming out. It was Sim Maximin. You could probably argue, but I think Ben Arthur was much better than Sim Maximin. Again, Manchester United have nearly scored there. Manchester United, to be fair, though, came back into the game here. This is Tim Krul was amazed for a bit. Well, Rafa didn't like him. What? Was Tim Krul still there when Rafa came? Was he still there in the 2015-16 season? Was that not the time you got injured a few times? You got injured a few times, didn't you? You never really got back in. Obviously, Wijnaldum on his day was amazing, yes. To be fair on ability, Wijnaldum probably definitely does get in amongst him. Obviously, McClown played as a left mid, didn't he? Wijnaldum, it was a weird player when Wijnaldum played for Newcastle, though, because he was so good at St James's Park, and then he was just crap away. He was so bad away. So, obviously, he done amazing things for Liverpool afterwards. I think he probably gets on the bench, maybe, yeah. I still don't think he probably gets in that start 11. Santon was good in his day. Is he better than Lewis Hall now? I still think Lewis Hall's a better player, you know. Lewis Hall, I really think, is up there. I really think he's probably our best left back. Controversial claim, is Lewis Hall our best left back in the last 30 years? He might be, you know. He might be, you know. I never watched Bernard live, so I can't really be fair in commenting Bernard live, but listen, he's up there, you know. You guys forgot Mikovic. Is Mikovic better than Isak? I still don't think he is. Yeah, that's what I think, Benny. That's what I think. But that's an interesting question, on him. Someone said Mbemba. Nah, I don't think Mbemba gets in as much as I love him. You know, let's put a few more questions in the chat. Now, I've got an interesting one here. Now, I'll give you my opinion shortly, but I'm always someone that defends this man. But I'm going to put a question here. I'm going to add another question here because I'm intrigued to see what you guys think about this one. Because this man got loads of stigmas at Newcastle. I'm not going to pretend that he was an amazing manager because he definitely had his bad days, just as any manager does. But I'm gonna add a potential controversial question here. Do you think Adam Pardew is underrated, or would you say Adam Pardew probably deserves a bit more credit than he got during his tenure at Newcastle manager? Because I'm intrigued to see people's opinions on this one because Adam Pardew for me was always kind of a bit of a on and off manager. Now, Pardew, obviously, 2011-12, yes, had amazing signings, done amazing to get Newcastle fifth that season, and fifth. I mean, if we had fourth that year, it wouldn't have been Champions League anyway because Chelsea won the Champions League and they finished sixth or something. Now, I still defend Pardew somewhat. You've got to remember the 2013-14 season. I mean, Alan Pardew had Cabaye that year. Obviously, Cabaye was hand hearts, our best player alongside Loic Remy. Newcastle at that stage, oh man, you 3-2. Oh my god. Manchester United are back into the game, it's 3-2. Yeah, Tottenham are falling apart. Yeah, mind. Oh, this is a quality game now. Oh my God, what's he just done? What's for? Oh, I thought it was the third goal there. Sorry, no, sorry. I thought Manu scored twice in a minute there. No, but Manu's second goal. Oh my God, what is Fraser Forster doing? What are you doing, Forster? Forster just gave him one of the worst goals I've seen there. Goalkeeper has the ball, tries to kick it along. Diallo intercepts a goal. What are you doing, Fraser Forster? Two goals Fraser Forster's gave away. But now you got to remember, Alan Pardew was screwed that season. You got screwed in the 13-14 season. We had Cabai. Cabai wanted out. To be fair, Ashley, the player, quite literally wanted out, so there's not much you could have done. But Mike Ashley did not replace Johan Cabai. And I think we were fourth at the time. We were actually in the top four when Cabai was so. So to be fair, in Pardew's defence, we actually had half a good season there. Obviously, headbutt Stephen Meyer, stupid. What are you doing? Should have got sacked for that, to be honest. Considering the fact he had like an 8-year contract in Newcastle as well, I'm probably surprised Mike Ashley didn't sack him on the spot there, but it didn't happen. I still think he's underrated. You know, I think if Pardew said someone said Pardew's a yes man, yeah, he definitely is. To be fair. I'm still a Pardew defender, you know. I think about Van Pardew had the PAF behind him. You could have done a lot. Maybe I'm delusional. There are some problems with Pardew. Every time Newcastle went 1-0 down with Alan Pardew, we always lost the game. He just never ever tactically ever knew how to deal when we conceded first. But to be fair to Pardew, I think he deserves a bit of credit. I think he was actually half decent. Don't know how to say he's underrated, but I think Pardew deserves some credit. But yeah, that's an interesting question, that one. By Man U 3-2 now. This is actually a good game. It's not 3-3. It's not 3-3. I'm watching it live. Yeah. It's not 3-3. Again, I put a couple of cans here to make sure we all know to Carabao Cup draw. I've got Vernon as match one shirt age 9 and it fits me. I'm probably surprised it is. But Fraser Forster's gave Man U 2 goals. He's actually gave them both the goals. His head is gone. Yeah. Tottenham controlled this game so well and they're falling apart a little bit. And you know who that's going to benefit? There's one team that's going to benefit if we get them tonight, if we get them in the draw. Would you want to go to pens? Probably not, no. I want Tottenham to see the game out. 3-2, see the game out. That's still a nightmare. Not a nightmare for Tottenham, but still bad for Tottenham because they conceded a couple of awful goals and they were very shoddy, yeah, a bit all over the place. But yeah, probably want that. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. To be fair, obviously against Pardew's defence, you also got to give him a very good 11-12 window. I mean, what's the chances as a manager? You get given bar the free sign, which is I know he's injury prone, but that was an unbelievable free sign. You got given Cabai, who was captain of Leo and just won the league on with him the season before. You got Sant on that season again, quality left back. Where did we sign Sant on from? Did we get him from? Was it Milan? We got him from. Was he from Inter Milan? I can't remember where we got Sant on from. Actually, we got him that season. Trying to think who else we got now. We've got a couple of other players that season that were top quality. Who else did we get? I'm trying to think of the old ones we got, but the players we got that window was good. To be fair, and against Pardew, and Man U were through. Yeah. Oh, no, there. Oh, that was close. Inter Milan. Yeah, I thought it was Milan. Yeah, I knew it there. See, that was good knowledge. I thought it was Milan. Yeah. What's this? I hope you get the second leg home if we play Man U. Listen, Man U were losing at the minute. We still got to get there. Had the Dutch right back that was international but wanted out. I'm trying to think. I think of Jan. Are you thinking of? He wasn't international one stage? Jan, wasn't he? Trying to remember him. Which is you know what the question was before. As much as I love Toyota, God rest his soul, I still don't think he gets our best ever midfielder. I still think over the last 15 years it's Tonali, Bruno, and Cabai. I think Toyota is. I mean, only just mind. I think Toyota is only just outside of that. But yeah, obviously I think legend. Good player. CC one. He was a good player. Obviously, we've got CC in the January window that year. I remember that well. Toyota wasn't poor. Toyota was so good 11-12 season. I'm not. He was quality 11-12. 11-12 Toyota was no joke. I'll keep you updated with the game, by the way. It's actually a good game, this. Uh, he did somewhat, to be fair. Shorty used to always be, every single time, to be fair, it was probably our fault, but shoot, shoot. Every single time our stupid fans are shouting shoot at Shorty from 50, 60 yards, he would do it. He would just do it all the bloody time. That's probably the one thing Shorty about done my head in. Every single time, shoot, he would just keep doing it. Honestly, it did my head in that. But yeah, he used to do it all the time. I remember that. What's this? And Titus Bramwell can be formed into the team. Well, when the Titus Bramwell, I don't know, it was 08 or 09. I don't remember when the Titus Bramwell left. God, don't get me started. Boom, song and Bramwell. I didn't watch Newcastle at that stage, by the way. I was still a bit too young for that. I wasn't into football until I was about 9 or 10. So I never actually watched Newcastle there. I moved to Canberra, so you can see the cat back there. Now, Shorty was unbelievable, 11-12. He was very good that year. He really was pretty good. Just like getting the hiccups now from the Carabao Cup drinks. 76 minute now. 76 minute now, that's too long. Oh yeah. Just that's in the past. That is in Newcastle. Oh, I'm not even gonna get into that now. Oh, there's Johnny Evans there. Johnny Evans, wow, that's a fullback. So I quickly watched his attack back. I missed it there actually. As much as I don't want to say, because obviously he was a former Sunderland player, but I like the look of Diallo. Diallo looks quite good. Obviously, he scored against us last season. He came over and what do you do? What was it? Ronaldo's celebration. I can't remember what he did against us. He did a celebration and did my head in, but that wasn't good, was it? Tottenham are trying to say the game at the minute. Man, you've got a lot of confidence now. They're coming into the game a lot. Obviously, they scored 2 goals. Fraser Forster's dropping a 1 out of 10 here, but Manchester United have got themselves into the game now, and it's a game that's juggling in the balance. So we'll see how it goes. What else do we have here? Buddy, you gonna come here, girl? No. No, the cat's ignore me. What's that about? What's that about? Can you think of a worse centre half pair in Premier League history for any club that's worse than Bramwell and Goonstar? Now, the mental part is, I probably can't name many off the top of my head now, but they definitely are worse than them. The amount of horrendous centre half partnerships we've seen in this league is crazy. All 5 Sunderland, I can't remember who their partnership was, but all 5 Sunderland definitely is in there. All 7 Derby definitely in there. The likes of Southampton, you're talking your low squads, your Sheffield United, whoever it may be, they probably are a lot worse than them, even though the bar's already low with them. Oh, that's I like that question actually. Obviously, as much as I don't want to say it, I think Newcastle still probably are a big player being so from really being able to kind of just go out there in the transfer window. What big player, if you had the chance to sell one, would you sell to get new players in? I can probably think of my player, but I kind of don't want to say it, but there is one I can think the back of my head. Now, based on this season, how our players have been, I would say Gordon. If I had to say one, I would go with Gordon. But again, I kind of don't want to say that because I do love Gordon. But if I had to lose one of our top players for a lot of money, Anthony Gordon's probably the one I would pick. If I had to be honest. What's this? What's the worst away game you've ever been to? Oh, it's been a few actually. There's a few that I would say. Chelsea last year, Carabao Cup was bad. I was low after that one. That was a horrible one. Burnley Monday night a few years ago. Jeff Hendrick scores and lose 1-0. Basically, me and my mates, there's about 10 of us. We hire out a taxi essentially. So we hired out a mini taxi to take us to the game and back. I was sick twice on the way down to the game, 3 times on the way back. Taxi driver attempted to charge me £60, obviously, which is fair enough because I had been sick in the taxi. However, I asked the taxi driver on the way back, I don't feel that well. Can we please open the window a bit? Guess what he done? I asked him, can he please open the window? I'm feeling a bit dodgy. He turns the heating up. He turns the car heating up. Honestly, he intentionally tried to make me sick. I'm standing by. He purposely wanted me to be sick, so I had to pay the stupid fine. But that was a nightmare. I ate a roll of a hot dog inside turf. I felt bad after the game. Probably going to blame that hot dog, to be honest. Lost 1-0. The game was shocking. Jeff Hendrick scored the winner. What does that tell you about the game? So that one's probably the worst I've been to. But when you ask me that question, there's probably about 30 different ones I can give you because there's loads of rubbish ones. But yeah, I agree with us. Palace is always awful. Yes, it is. 4 or 5 times I've been there. Every time is rubbish. Wolves away, yeah. To be fair, Wolves away for a takeover. That one was I was low after that as well. I remember doing that with the Tomb of View, and that was just the absolute worst. That one, but at the same time, though, it's kind of one of them games. Well, I wouldn't say losing's funny, but it was almost one of them ones where you could just take the mick out yourself because you just knew you were so crap that season. It was so deflating. And I think at that point, we all kind of knew we were already going to get relegated. So it's kind of almost, wow, Forster, what are you doing there? Shot 30 yards out. He saved with his foot, but that's a dodgy save there. Like what a weird save that is. But again, like it was that Wolves game was so bad that again you can just kind of just laugh about it. Worst match, Wolves in China. I wasn't in China that year. I'm gonna assume that you've done that one. Or I mean, imagine by the way, our Chinese audience or our fans from Australia, Japan, wherever in Asia decided to come on and watch Newcastle play, and that Wolves match 4-0 to Wolves. Oh, no. I know Wolves went on to win the entire competition. They even beat City on pens, to be fair to them, but yeah, what a horrendous way of showing off to our fans. And to be fair, Australia. Obviously, I wasn't there with my accident, but again, 7-0 the under 21s. I mean, how are you going to attract Australian fans losing 7-0? Like, is it or 8-0? I don't even know what the score was. Is 7 or 8-0? I didn't even watch the game because I was obviously out of it in bed. But I can't even remember what the score was now. Obviously, Man U have a chance here. Man U still going. Oh, they're getting closer. Yeah, Man U are not messing around there. They're not messing around. Okay, I'll give you a couple of different ones. I'll give you Newcastle before the takeover and Newcastle after the takeover. So the same with you guys. What's your favourite away game that you've done before the takeover and afterwards? So to start off before the takeover, I'll give you one. I'll give you one straight away. Obviously, I'm not going to do it on camera, but you probably guess who. Obviously, watch my motion here. What am I doing here? What am I doing? This hand motion. What am I doing here? Obviously, let's say I'm touching a certain part of my body and I'm doing this. That's my favourite away game. Oxford, helicopter, Oxford. Sim Axel scored the winner. 5 quality goals and what was a good game of football, to be fair. Newcastle did it the hard way. I was drunk, out of my mind drunk that day, but Oxford before the takeover, Oxford away was a good one. I like that one a lot. Probably my favourite one I've done actually before the takeover. And then of course after the takeover, there's a few I got in mind actually. It's probably 4 or 5 I got in mind. Man U Carabao Cup, Sunderland FA Cup, Milan Champions League. Those 3 straight away are coming to my head. Probably one of those 3, I reckon. Actually, I had to bank on it. I reckon one of those 3 is probably my favourite after the takeover. I don't know which one, but one of those ones, in my personal opinion. To be fair, Southampton Carabao Cup semi-final. Again, probably the sort of one that I like to talk about. Probably one of those 4, I reckon. Oh, this is from the squad before. You put Gutierrez in our all-time best 11. Listen again, Gutierrez, God bless him, I absolutely love him, but he doesn't get in my best 11. I think Gutierrez, obviously he done well for Newcastle, was an absolute legend when he needed to be, and obviously is a legend because of that goal against West Ham. He was just an all-right player, to be honest. I don't think we should try and rewrite history. I think he was just an okay player. It's probably like a Murphy now or somebody now, you know. Yeah, I'll probably compare Gutierrez. I think Gutierrez is better than Murphy, by the way. But I'll probably compare him to a player like Murphy, where in a sense he's always a fan favourite, can score goals occasionally for Newcastle. To be fair, Gutierrez did score some banging goals as well. But again, you're just an all-right player, to be honest. What's this? I had a 2-1 win away at Spurs. Yeah, that was a good one, to be fair. Obviously, at the time, that was a massive win for us. So, yeah, that's a fair answer. Probably agree with that one to some extent. Still, I mean, probably top 10 for me. Yeah, there's still a few more I like more than that one, to be honest. Yeah, oh, don't get me started on bloody PSG away, because the stupid UEFA was the reason why I was in the home end that day, because Newcastle was denied their full allocation. So basically, we were entitled to our allocation for the game, PSG went, you're not getting the full allocation. UEFA, despite that breaching UEFA guidelines, UEFA just didn't do anything about it. So yeah, I was in the home end because of that. Once I was with the Ultras, PSG Ultras, do not mess around with them. But yeah, I was in the home end because of that one. So unfortunately, couldn't celebrate a second goal. But yeah, I don't start with PSG away. That was a bloody nightmare. Yeah, obviously the Villa away win last year was massive. Obviously Villa went out to get Champions League that season, so it's a huge away win for Newcastle. Probably one of the best last season, but again, it's still top 10, but maybe by edging top 5. But for me, it's still not quite as good as my best ones. Still not quite as good as my best ones. I reckon. I mean, yeah, there's only one answer really. It's either Eddie Howe, Benitez, or Pardew, and it's not Pardew. It's not. I mean, Benitez done well to be fair what he was given, but has to be Eddie Howe. Is it? It's like saying what's the best out of a brand new PC, like a loaf of bread and like a chocolate cheese. You know what I mean? Like a chocolate cheese. I said it wrong there, but yeah. I mean, you can't compare the managers together. Eddie Howe is just like so much better than the rest of them. A good tackle from Man U, 86 minute by the way. Still 3-2 to Tottenham. Walked through Middlesbrough earlier in Newcastle, Tottenham. Not one of them did anything. I don't get this Middlesbrough Newcastle. Oh, obviously Newcastle and Middlesbrough is a derby. Don't get me wrong. We haven't played Middlesbrough since 2010, though. I remember seeing videos on TikTok, even seeing Middlesbrough fans online. They hate Newcastle so much. I don't really get why. I haven't got an opinion on Middlesbrough. Because obviously, I've never seen a Newcastle versus Middlesbrough game live because I just never seen it happen because it's been that long since we played them. But I just don't care. I don't really care about them. I don't watch Middlesbrough. I don't have any opinions in Middlesbrough. Some of course is different, but I couldn't give a toss about Middlesbrough to be honest. I don't know why they hate us so much. Um, I haven't played them in so long. So I just don't feel anything there. There's just nothing there. Oh, you've got to be joking me. Tottenham scored a corner. I'm not even joking. Heung-min Son has directly scored a corner. Man U goalkeeper is claiming for obstruction on the goalkeeper. He's being yellow carded by the referee. Tottenham scored a direct corner. What are you doing? The goals in this game are shocking, by the way. What is that? How you scored a corner at Premier League level? No way if you conceded a corner, man. Tottenham 4-2, it is game over now. Has there been a foul on the goalkeeper there? Nah, there's definitely not a foul on the goalkeeper there. No way is there a foul there, by the way. That is horrendous goalkeeper. I mean, yeah, no chance is there a foul on the goalkeeper there. Absolutely no chance. Tottenham are winning 4-2 now. That is game over. The goalkeeper just missed the ball. What are the goalkeepers doing in this game? Forster and whoever this guy is, they're both horrendous. They're both awful. Yeah, that is bad. How do you concede a corner? I mean, that's actually impressive. Look at him whinging. How are you whinging for a foul? There's no foul there. No way is he complaining about a handball or a foul. There's nothing in that. Absolute rubbish, man. Get a grip. There's nothing in that. I'll tell you now, I promise you. Adam, what do you think on if Villa or Newcastle or anyone else is able to consistently compete with the court? That's a good thing, obviously. I want our teams to do well. Obviously, I love it to be Newcastle. I'll be honest, I'm a bit jealous of Villa this season. I haven't watched any Champions League football at all because I'm a bit bitter Newcastle's not in it. But yeah, obviously I want our teams to do well. Of course I do. I would love to see our teams get in there. I would love to see the likes of Brentford get European competition. I would love to see Brighton back in it. I would love to see Nottingham Forest in it. I'd love to see all these teams in it. But Tottenham is going through. Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool. We will get one of those three teams tonight. Come on, you Spurs. That's the one I want. Give me Tottenham, please. Please give me Tottenham. Not Liverpool. I'll put it in the chat again. Where is it? I'm putting it in the chat again. Yeah. I'll be putting that in the chat when the draw's on, by the way. Please, not Liverpool. Please just don't give us that team. That's going in the chat, by the way, when it's on. But to be honest, Tottenham deserve to win this game. Really, man, you've only got back into the game really because Fraser Forster was being a stupid basically. But 4-2. Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean to stick my fingers up here. It's 4-2 to Tottenham. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. No way. I still can't believe that goalkeeper is still blaming that. By the way, it's bad goalkeeping. He misses the ball. There's barely the Tottenham player's really not touching him. He's really not He's not getting his elbow in there. He's not pushing the goalkeeper out the way. I mean, there's a slight little nudge, but it's not enough for me. I know keeper protection's a thing, but there's nowhere near enough for me. Enough for me to even say that's a foul. It's just not a foul. I don't know too much about the Turkish goalkeeper, I'll be honest. I don't know too much about him, but I know he's had a bad game tonight. 5 minutes left to go. Tottenham's 4-2 up. That's good for us. I would much rather have Tottenham over Manchester United if we were to be given that draw. But 5 minutes, the game is over, and afterwards, the build up to the Carabao Cup semi-final draw begins. Tottenham are going through. It's either North London club or it's Liverpool. Oh God, wait. Please just. I don't want to hear any. Don't remind me of that game. I don't want to hear anything about them. No Liverpool in the chat. There's no Liverpool. Just look. You can see it there. Look. That's what I want. Please not Liverpool. Please not Liverpool. That's all I'm saying. Beesway match you on pub all night. They weren't, to be fair. Again, don't get me started on that game. It was a nightmare, wasn't it? We want Liverpool, man. St James Park set the leg. Oh, I mean, I'll take anyone. Don't get me wrong. I will take anyone, but ideally for me, Tottenham over 2 legs. I would love Tottenham over 2 legs. I know they scored 4 goals tonight. Again, though, I don't think Tottenham are that good. I think they're not a decent side. Don't get me wrong, but Tottenham at St James Park have conceded 12. I can't even put it in 2 hands. They conceded 12 goals in the last 3 matches at St James Park. And Newcastle have an okay record at Tottenham's new stadium. We won, obviously, with Steve Bruce. We won a couple of years ago. Yes, okay, there's a couple of losses in there, a couple of big losses as well. There's a 5-1 and a 4-1 in there, so keep that in mind. But I think Tottenham away, we can win at Tottenham away. We have done it before at Eddie Howe. Why can't we do it again? I think Tottenham out of those 3 teams, we can catch Tottenham out. I think we can, and that's probably the one where I'm kind of filtering towards. When's the draws? Not long now. Speaking of some Tottenham fans, there's someone in the chat here. Listen, Tottenham, I'll give you a virtual handshake. You give me a virtual handshake. You guys want us, we want you. Let's make it happen. Let's have 2 fantastic games of football, and let's enjoy a good semi-final. You have us and we have you. I feel like that's the perfect scenario for the pair of us. I think both of us will be happy with that. But yeah, that's that's what we want. And then Arsenal have Liverpool, and then those two can do whatever to each other, and then one of us will have a final. So from me to you, Tottenham fans, let's shake our hands in the stream, and let's have a good semi-final against each other. That's my dream scenario. What's this? Want to beat Newcastle semi and battle Arsenal final? Are you a Tottenham fan, sorry? I'm gonna assume you're a Tottenham fan there. Obviously, you guys are gonna be confident. Obviously, you scored 4 goals here. I know you give away a couple of dodgy goals, but it's probably more Fraser Forster than an actual Tottenham mistake. But you can't ruin Newcastle right now. The Tottenham fans, obviously, I don't want to be that guy, but you've got to look at Newcastle at St James's Park against you guys in recent years. You've conceded 12 goals, 6, 4, and 2 over the last 3 years. So again, you got to look at Newcastle with respect, because we have most definitely got one over years the last few years. So, Man U 4-3. This is a game, Man U have scored again. Who was that there? Yeah, I tell you what, this is good football. Yeah, they've got about 2 minutes to score one more. Johnny Evans has got them back. Again, I mean, this Tottenham team's conceded 3 goals, and I know obviously it's a bit of a weakened squad against a weakened squad, but is that forced again? Has Forster made a mistake again? What is Forster doing tonight? He's actually giving 3 goals. What is he doing? Again, there's nothing on the goalkeeper there. Like I think he's trying to push the players away, and then he's kind of just like switched off, and the ball just went past him. I tell you what, Fraser Forster's had a shocker tonight. He's actually given 3 goals. This is one of the worst goalkeeper performances I've seen, actually. Not even joking, he's given 3 goals. But yeah, 4-3, 2 minutes left to go. Will Tottenham hold on? I still reckon they will. Again, it's the goalkeeper's fault, basically. Yeah, obviously, in our point of view, you look at someone like that, and you can't see you can't see that. But yeah, you're probably right, to be honest, mate. Listen, look, it's the Carabao. We're giving us the look of the draw tonight. This is the look of the draw. Man U have got 60 seconds left to throw everything at the kitchen sink. Will they be doing that? Man, you've got a throw in, 60 seconds to go. Will it be a penalty shootout or will Tottenham hold on? And Man, they're going to go for it, yeah. They're going to throw everything at them, yeah. Martinez has it. He passes it to the fullback. Fullback tries to go out wide. He has. Manu's still trying to wear Tottenham down. I tell you what, this is a good game of football. This is a quality game of football. Johnny Evans plays it out wide. Manu at the halfway line. They've got less than a minute to throw it at Tottenham. Manu are starting to create some space. Bruno Fernandes has it. Fraser catches it. Oh, is that the last roll of the dice? Have Manchester United lost? Have they thrown it away? You actually won, Liverpool. I love your optimism. For any Newcastle fans that have been optimistic, I love your confidence, by the way. But for me, I really can't be. If it's Anfield's second leg, by the way, and Liverpool, the hood's going up. Like, the hood's actually going up, and I'm not going to be talking to anyone else tonight. I'm just not going to do it. Draw's not on yet, by the way. The game's about to end. It's a 96 minute now. I think Manu probably still have about 30 seconds or so before the referee calls it, but the game's about to end. Bruno Fernandes is not happy at something, but then again, when is he ever happy? We get them home either way, lads. I'm going to assume you mean home second leg. You can't get them home all way. You get them both times, lad. It's 2 legs, so you probably want Tottenham away first. That's first week of January. Then it's first week of February when the second leg is. So probably that one, is it? It's the cup game old ticket. What's happened in previous? Old ticket. What do you mean for that? I don't know what you mean for that actually. Cup tickets are all digital on your phone. I'm going to assume that's what you mean. It's not 4-4. No, I see you there. It's not 4-4, chat. They're going in a timeout. I will not be having that. Not be having that in the chat. Hello, Paul. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're good. Hello, everyone in the chat. Only time I saw more quiet was his arm injury and Dummett company's diagonal gap. Are you on about the was it the 0-0 when we had against Liverpool during lockdown? We were quite good that day actually, because I remember Newcastle was so bad basically the weeks before that and the weeks afterwards. But that Liverpool game, we were kind of good, weren't we? I remember, I swear, Alisson made some top saves that game that actually kept Liverpool in it, because Newcastle could have won that game, couldn't they? I'm assuming you're on about the 0-0 there, unless maybe the 1-1. And Manchester United doing this ball thing again. This happened all Nana a couple weeks ago when they keep moving the ball forward from the free kick. Last chance now. Man, you have launched the ball forward. Will they get one more chance? Tottenham clear it? No, they do not. It is full time. Manchester United are out. Tottenham are through into the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. Arsenal, Liverpool, or Tottenham. We will get one of these 3 teams tonight. Tottenham have done well. I think they deserve to beat Manchester United, to be honest. Fraser Forster's legit had the worst game of football I've ever seen from a goalkeeper. He's actually gave Manchester United 3 goals. Not even joking. He's actually given them all 3 goals. But Tottenham have done well. Scored 4 goals. Against, I mean, to be fair, that probably was one of the better Man U defences they could have put out tonight. So they've done well against Man U. They deserve to go through. I think it's probably a bit of a mental scoreline, but I think they deserve to go in. So fair enough. Bring us Arsenal. Who do you support? Was it you on about Newcastle there? I wouldn't. I mean, I would prefer Arsenal over Liverpool, but again, to be honest, I think I want Tottenham. And I think the Tottenham fans probably either want us or maybe try and get Arsenal in the final, perhaps. Oh yes, that was how the cup. Yeah, that was how the cup final scheme worked last season. That was category 1. So basically, so tier 1 in the cup scheme. By the way, for anyone that was wanting to go to the final at Wembley, you basically had to have travel to every single Carabao Cup game. So this season, you need to be at Nottingham Forest away. To do the same structure, if you were at Nottingham Forest away this season, you will get first dibs in the final tickets. So 25 loyalty points, all the Carabao Cup games attended, and of course, season ticket holder. You have to be a season ticket holder anyway, but that's tier 1. Then it's the home Carabao Cup game season ticket. Then after that, it's the season ticket holders. And then it's not going to go lower than that, but it will go down to ballots after that. Spurs at home, Adam. Yeah, I want Tottenham personally. I want Tottenham. Well, I'll have Tottenham in the final, but I mean, are Tottenham going to beat Liverpool by 2 legs? I think I think they would have a chance over Arsenal. Maybe I still think Arsenal would beat them, to be honest. I think Tottenham would lose to Liverpool by 2 legs. I probably want Tottenham. I think Tottenham will probably want us, to be honest. So, my personal opinion. I'll put it again in the banner just for those who are coming in now. This is my thoughts tonight. That please not Liverpool. Game's just ended. Tottenham's through. They will do their interviews after the game. They'll do their press conferences. And then within the next 20, 30 minutes or so, we'll get the Carabao Cup semi-final draw. So straight off for you guys, by the way, if you're new around here, make sure to get down and hit that subscribe button, because, of course, we're going to Ipswich tomorrow for the game of the weekend. So we're going to be out for that on Saturday. And secondly, obviously, make sure to smash that like button. But yeah, back to the comments now, guys. Sorry, I'll read some comments out. When is Squid Game? What are you on about? I have no idea what you're on about. Arsenal in the semis, please. I'm assuming there's a lot of Tottenham fans that are coming. Obviously, you guys are going to be buzzing tonight, fair enough. And to give Tottenham credit, obviously, we did it last season, but again, they've knocked Man City and Manchester United out. Newcastle were able to do this that season. Of course, we bottled it in the end against Chelsea. But if we were to get Tottenham tonight, yes, that's probably the team I personally want us to get. But you've got to remember, they still have knocked out City and United. So you can't discredit that. That's good in their point of view. Of course, for us, we've knocked Forest out, we've knocked Chelsea out, we've knocked Brentford out, and then Wimbledon. But Newcastle obviously have also beaten a few decent Premier League sides. So it kind of goes both ways. It just goes both ways. But who do people want, by the way? First off, let me know what team you support, just so I know who is supporting who, because there's a lot of you guys in the chat now. Who do you want? I'm assuming Newcastle fans want Tottenham. I'm seeing some Newcastle fans want Liverpool. I want Liverpool. Bring it. I love your optimism. I love your confidence. Newcastle always historically struggle against Liverpool. That's the only thing I'm going to say about them. The draw will be on shortly, by the way, for those asking about it, because I know there's a few years putting in the chat. Yeah, the game's just ended now. They'll do their press conferences and then the draw will come on. So please stop spamming it. And I mean, I don't know why you call me a pillock for, but okay. I'm very upset. I support Man United. Yeah, I mean, you guys deserve to lose tonight, to be honest. I mean, Tottenham just weren't a better team. They just weren't a better team. But oh well, you guys have still got European football to push towards. Still got some things going on. So they need to bounce back. Obviously, a poor night for us, but it is what it is. But what channel is the draw? It'll be Sky Sports main event. But of course, we are here to quite literally give you the draw. We would tell it live. Obviously, I'm watching it here, so I would quite literally tell you the draw live when it comes on. So we have to beat Liverpool eventually, so why not get them out of the way? True, David, but again, we have to play them twice now. Newcastle, we've seen it this season at St James's Park, and I'll say it again, and all the opposition fans watching. Tottenham, Arsenal, and Liverpool in their recent visit at St James's Park, not a single one of those three teams won. That's a fact. None of those three teams have won at St James's Park. So, in Newcastle's point of view, obviously we are good at home and we are able to beat these top teams at home. I know Liverpool drew the game, but Newcastle still have that quality there. The issue with Newcastle being that I'm going to mention now, David, is when was the last time we beat those teams away? Liverpool, you haven't beaten them at Anfield since the 90s. Tottenham, to be fair, Tottenham, we have an okay record over the last few years. We won there twice in the last 5 seasons or so. And then, of course, Arsenal, we haven't won there since 2011 with Andy Carroll. I mean, Andy Carroll was our winning goal scorer last time we won there. So that's the problem we face. We struggle away against these top sides, but we are good at home against them. So it's a bit of a balance. But listen, if we get Liverpool tonight, obviously we'll be confident for the team from that point onwards. But of course, I'll probably want otherwise. Newcastle's ball number 3 tonight, by the way. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 2, Newcastle 3, Tottenham 4. Remember your ball number, guys. That's important. So remember it. We'll tell you the ball numbers as they come out. So it's your job as your supporters to remember what club you have. So there you are. Newcastle fan, yeah. I think the 2-leg would destroy Tottenham. That's an interesting comment. I don't think it would destroy them, but I would be confident against them. Arsenal, Liverpool, we're going to be hard. Yeah, that's probably my concern about it. Yeah, I think Benny's also pretty correct there. Yeah, it's Sky Sports main event for those who are asking about the draw. Yeah, was it Newcastle's 3, Tottenham's 4. I can't remember which way the other two were. I think Arsenal was 1. I think Liverpool was 2. Remind me if I mixed it up, guys, but I think that's what they were. Newcastle's 3 and Tottenham's 4. I remember those two, but for those who remember Arsenal and Tottenham, Arsenal and Liverpool, sorry, put them in the chat, please. I forgot which way around they were. No matter who we got perform. Yeah, exactly. It's the same. All the teams left in it. They got to perform. To be fair, in Liverpool and Arsenal's case, they got bigger fish to fry. To be honest, Liverpool, of course, top of the Champions League, top of the Premier League. They're going to be focusing on those two more than the Carabao Cup. So we probably could potentially catch Liverpool out. Arsenal feel like again they're going to try and catch Liverpool in the Premier League. they're going to focus on potentially winning silverware this season, which is why towards the Carabao Cup they probably will try a bit more than Liverpool. I'm not saying Liverpool won't try, because I think they will. I think they will still try and maintain the trophy that they won last season. However, of course, Liverpool do have much bigger fish to fry this season. Not to mention that I think they will win the league, personally, in my opinion. But that's the confidence I like to see from Dino. Yeah, we can beat any of these teams. Simple as yes, we can. We most definitely can. But can we do it over 2 games? That's the only question I will say. Draws on shortly, by the way. Are you watching Fury versus Usyk on Saturday? Well, I'm going to be down in Ipswich, obviously, for the game of the weekend. So, I think I might try and watch. Actually, I might try and watch. How much is that fight, by the way? Because I'm willing to bet it's like 20 quid, isn't it? How much does it cost to watch that fight, by the way? Because I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear the amount. I know it's going to be a lot. No, the Liverpool fans. No, please. I'm getting the banner back on. I'm getting the banner back on. Where is it? Listen, that's yeah. Any Liverpool fans watching? Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Everyone watching, yeah, I do not want Liverpool. 27 quid. It's a 27 pound to watch that fight. Oh, it's someone saying 39.99. It can't be 39.98. Watch Fury versus Usyk. 25 from here. That's still a lot of money, by the way, for that fight. That's still a lot for the fight. It's on Sky Sports main event for those asking. It's on shortly. I quite literally got it on the screen here, so I will tell you guys when it comes on. Don't you worry. Newcastle versus Tottenham and Liverpool versus Arsenal. Yeah, that's my person. That's mine. That's probably true. To be fair, I'm sorry that it jinxes us, but listen, I've got the Carabao energy drinks here. Look, I've got the energy drinks here. This is the. I've quite literally bought Carabao drinks. I'm giving them money. I'm paying them here. Listen, you better give us a good draw tonight. I'm paying you here for these energy drinks. Never heard of a first. I'm down here switch for the game, mate, and obviously I'm not going to say anything in camera about how I'm going to watch the fight on Saturday. I will pay the 25, and I will watch the fight, and I'm not going to say anything else about that. But 20 Arsenal versus Spurs. I would like to see that. Actually, no, I don't want to say that because Newcastle's got Liverpool. Then no, I don't want that. Maybe in the final, if Tottenham was to beat Newcastle fair and square, which I'm going to back us to win the game, by the way, but that only in the final, both teams get the job done. I really want Arsenal then Tottenham in the final. Okay, that's an interesting one. But this Monster Drink is a sponsor of NUSC. Yes, and also Monster Drink at the minute. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 codes on there. I have been playing a bit of that. When's the next game played? Next game? What do you mean? You mean next cup game? The first week of January is the first leg, and it's the first week of February, the second leg, I want to say. I want to say it's that one. Yeah, man, who's saying yap? The draw's not on yet. What do you want me to say? Some of you guys need to calm down. I want Wolves, to be honest. I don't know what planet you are, mate. I think Wolves have been out for about 2 months or something. No, please no. Are you safe stand up on Saturday? I'm not sure actually. I can't remember, Callum. I'm not sure, mate. I would need to double check. I can't remember what ticket I bought because you can buy those different tickets now. No, I swear down it is. It's either first or second week of January, and then it's the first week of February. I swear down it. It might be second week of January. I might have got the week. I might have been 1 week off in the first leg, but it definitely is first or second week of January, and then it's the first week of February. I know it is. Okay. Yeah. Red Bull's in, by the way. You're right about that. Solanke was good tonight, by the way. If the Tottenham fans watching, Solanke was good tonight. He looked very good. Second goal was good. Actually, both the goals to this point of view were quite good. But of course, speaking of 2 goals, oh no, not wrong comment. Speaking of 2 goals, there he is. That man there. That man there's it. Oh, that man there. Don't mess around with him. He's good. First leg after bombing match. There we are. Appreciate that. The draw's on shortly for those asking. Adverts are on at the minute. And then obviously they'll have their press conferences with the 2 managers after the game, and then the draw will come on. So again, just in the meantime, guys, make sure to get down there, smash the like button if you're enjoying the stream so far. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. Because every single cup draw, of course, we are here. It'll be the FA Cup 4th round next, assuming Newcastle beat Bromley, which, to be honest, I think we will. I think we will beat Bromley. What else we got here? It's just obviously it's the Liverpool fans in chat. Yeah, fair enough. Obviously won it fair and square last season. That actually did Newcastle a favour at first, and then Man U won the FA Cup final, which knocked us out of European competition. Which, to be honest, in hindsight, I think Newcastle were much better off without European football this season because we're struggling a little bit at the minute. Never mind with European football, I think we would have struggled a lot with that. Unless you want to see Ursula playing on a Thursday night and God knows where. So it's one of them ones. What else we have here? What's this? Ooh, I'm assuming, yeah, obviously Benny's a Newcastle fan, yeah. Obviously, Isak's better than Solanke, yes. Obviously, in terms of the Tottenham fans, yeah, I'm intrigued to see actually. You know what? For the chat here, Barry, just while we're waiting, Barry, because the draw's not on yet. Tottenham and Newcastle best XI. Who do you think the best 11 would you put together in our best possible team? I'm intrigued in Newcastle Tottenham best 11. Obviously, Kuleski goes in straight away. He's good. I'm trying to think. What was that noise? I thought I heard something there. I'm intrigued to see what our Tottenham players people put in. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see what people would say about that. But just in terms of what's going on in Sky Sports at the minute, by the way, to update the chat, Van der Ven, someone said, yeah, Van der Ven's good to be fair. It's still just going through the stuff after the Tottenham game at the minute. So jealous of you jump out of sort now. Yeah, I know these things have been sorted out for so long. It's mental, isn't it? I was going to buy the gazelles as well. I hadn't had a chance to buy them though. Problem with Newcastle United gazelle shoes are white sole at the bottom. That is getting dirty in the first away match I go to. So yeah, it's one of them ones. Someone asking me, is that a real cat behind you? Well, yes, I can confirm. Look, it's moving there. I can confirm that it's a real cat. How many Carabaos you had? Only it's my second one. I know I probably sound a bit hyper here, but I got every single flavour. I haven't tried them out before, so I'm about to get through them. I'm only on my second one. It's fairly big cans actually for what they are. We're just interviewing the Tottenham players at the minute, Byron. So Solanke and Kuleski doing their media duties. Spurs have got no chance against Newcastle. Now, they're doing this for the Tottenham. You got to remember last season, right? We lost 4-1 at Tottenham Stadium. We got smashed 4-1 on my birthday weekend. I was in a bad mood. Tottenham did hammer us last season. You got to remember that. Yeah, I know. That was a long time ago, lad. Yes, that was a good time in Japan this summer, wasn't it? Oh, I loved that. Loved that a lot. What you hear, lad? The draw is quite literally here, lad. I'm going to tell you exactly who gets who. I am here to tell you the draw. I'm here to talk through the draw. It's on shorty. It's just doing their media duties, so they'll basically drag the draw a little bit. But next 15 minutes or so it'll be on, lads. Don't you worry. It's not out just yet for those who are asking. Yeah, 2-2. That is right. That is right. It's between. Oh, is that okay? So it's the same again as Chelsea, where Spurs away. Let's see. We've got Spurs now. So it's Spurs away, and then it's the cup game. So it could be. It's I wouldn't mind Spurs away back to back. That'd be mental, wouldn't it? Imagine Tottenham away back to back in the space of like 4 days. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Obviously, for me, in a selfish point of view, I could just stay down in London for a few days. So that'd be good for me on a personal level. But Tottenham away back to back in the space of 4 days. That'd be weird, isn't it? In a squad point of view, wouldn't it? And that'd be quite an interesting one, actually. Okay. We'll see what happens first, but Spurs away first. Like obviously for Newcastle and RC, we probably need the away leg first. I can't stress we need to be drawn out second. We do not see ball number 3 out first. That's what I'm saying. Yes, this man's correct. Yeah, this man's correct. When Spurs home, listen, that we're getting them home and away. Like I'm assuming you mean you want Tottenham home first. I still want away first. Liverpool, no Liverpool. Yeah, I'm fair enough, chat. If you win the whole competition, champagne or a pie. Oh, if we win the full competition, mate, I'm on like a 1 week bender of that, and I'm not even joking. If we actually win silverware this season, there's going to be seeing mental videos on the channel. That's all I'm saying. That says we need Spurs. Wouldn't say we need Spurs, but I do want Spurs personally. Nah. Now, honestly, for me, on a personal level, I'm sure you guys would say this well, but that Carabao Cup final for us 2 years ago, I know we lost the final, but basically, I stayed down in London for a week because obviously I do my content in London anyway ahead of the game. But basically, I kind of just better stretch the full week across just to enjoy myself. And oh, that week in London was special, man. That was good. That was good. That was the week to have. Let's just see. It was home like first had Bruno and Shaw back. That's also a valid point actually. Benny makes a good point there because that's true. That is true actually. So it's a tricky balance. Botman will be back by the time though. I think Botman will be back for that game. Obviously, midfield wise, we've still got Tonali, still got Willock, still got Longstaff, still got Joe Linton. So we still have midfield depth there. That is a good point though. That's actually a valid point. You can take both domestic cups. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that stopped Newcastle from potentially getting to Wembley in the FA Cup. Not to mention this stage in the FA Cup, we would already be going to Wembley, by the way. But yeah, though we are 2 games with one opponent of a final. So cup finals are no joke. Newcastle waited 70 years before we last won a domestic major honour. So we need to eventually get there. I think we can get there. Newcastle's squad's good now. I'm from Tunisia. I live in Liverpool. Fair enough. It's in Tunisia. Can't say I've ever been to Tunisia to be honest. But fair enough. Draws on shorty for those who are spamming the chat about it. Who's spamming, by the way? I'll try and spot it. What else do we have here? There's still showing off the Tottenham game, by the way. Not be that long. That's an interesting comment. That one. Do you think it's more achievable over 2 games in a semi-final than a final? I'm not sure I agree with that. Because you got to remember, look at Liverpool's team. They played in the final last year against Chelsea. I mean, both squads played youngsters. Like they both played youngsters. Now Newcastle, if we were in the final, I'm telling you now, Newcastle are going full 11, best players. They are throwing everything at Liverpool. If that was the case, I still don't know. I still don't know if I agree with that. Do you guys agree with that? Sula. Oh, he's a good lad. Usula, he's a good lad. What else we have here? I think we could get a draw away at Spurs. You know the rest about them playing us at home. Exactly. It's the away draw Newcastle need to turn up in because historically we never ever win at these big stadiums against these big teams. So this time, even if it's a draw, maybe a 2-1 or 1-0 loss, then Newcastle can't cope with that. We just need to not get done over. Basically, we need to just not concede 3, 4, 5 like we have on some occasions to these teams. Obviously, Liverpool, Tottenham, and actually Liverpool, Tottenham, and Arsenal. By the way, last season all scored 4 past us. Liverpool 4-2, Arsenal 4-1, Tottenham 4-1. So you got to remember, last season at these away stadiums against these big clubs, we got hammered in all those games, and we were crap in all those games as well. So even though I don't want to be that negative Nancy, you've got to remember Newcastle need to be able to cope with them at these away stadiums. We've got to be able to get stuck into them. We've got to be able to compete 11v11, just getting into them because we conceded 4 at all 3 of those grounds last season. That's a fact. Like that's not me being negative. That's a truthful comment. So, but what's this? You lost before, but I don't know. I think you're on about the St James's Park games. I'm going to assume here. What else we got here? Do you keep any NFC kits or clothes and not wear them? Do you keep them there for value for the future? Do you wear everything? Obviously I keep match worn shirts. Wouldn't ever wear match worn shirts. Obviously I wear basically all the kit and the shirts that I buy. Yes. I think I've worn basically all the stuff I bought this season. I wear kits like third kits. Sometimes I might wear them once or twice, but I probably don't wear them that much to be honest. I wear black and white, and of course this hoodie I wear a lot. Draws on shortly, by the way, for the chat that's asking. Again, they're just talking through the Tottenham game. It's going to take a little bit of time, but shortly it will be on. I'm watching it, yes. I will physically say it, guys. Just calm down, relax, and we will get through the draw. God, that weekend at Wembley, that is the stuff of dream. That's what you dream to have as football fans. And I know for you, the Liverpool and the Arsenals, etc., they've seen a lot of cup finals over the years, and they probably will be a bit numb to it. But for teams that haven't seen it much, that's what you live for as a football fan. Honestly, the best moments you have is so good 2 years ago, so good. The cup competition seems to have got the semis stage quick for some reason this season. That's it. Has it got? I'm sure it's been the same every season. Though. Has it been quicker this year? I don't think it has. If I remember correctly, it might feel quicker for you, but I still think it's around the same time as that. It would have been the same time last season or a couple of seasons ago. So mm, no, I still think it's the same time. I think it is the same time. No, well, Newcastle can turn it against anyone. We can't turn it against anyone on a given day. Whoever it is tonight, so be it. We'll get for the draw together. But Tottenham, please be Tottenham. I would love Tottenham, and I'm sure Tottenham would love Newcastle as well. So yeah. Listen, Tottenham fans, again, I'll give you a virtual handshake. Let's be friends. Let's accept the draw together, and then in a few weeks' time we'll go at each other and may the best team win. So that's my story of truce, I guess, towards the Tottenham fans. That's what I want. Yeah, look, Liverpool Arabia, he knows. Liverpool Arabia knows, yeah. Back that man. That man knows. Yeah, okay, fair enough, Keegan, there you go. Nah, I don't think Bruno's leaving in January. I don't think he is. Now, it sounds mental. Obviously, Manchester City is an upgrade on Newcastle. Let's not lie. I know City's been crap, but City is still an upgrade on Newcastle. However, as a player, it's probably the worst time to join City. City's still a mess. City's got a lot of question marks surrounding them. Newcastle are still in contention for European football. Newcastle are, of course, here now in the semi-final. Manchester City are not in this competition anymore. So Newcastle still has a lot of work to do this season. And I still think Bruno, your Tonali, whoever it may be, I still think these players will stick around until the end of the season. However, that being said, Newcastle still has to do work before the end of the season. So it's important for us to do our job. I don't think Bruno's going that in the next window. Might go in the summer if things don't go well for us, but for now, no. It's my opinion on that. But this Man U once, yeah. Listen, lad, are you 1 hour behind in the stream or something? How are you? Man, you aren't even in it, bro. You're like an hour behind. Skip forward a little bit, lad. Skip forward a little bit. You're a bit too far behind. I haven't watched the darts tonight. Obviously, football's on, so I've missed the darts, unfortunately. I have watched a bit of it this year. I do love my darts. I missed the last night. Obviously, Newcastle played last night. I was peeved off. I missed the last night because I missed the nine darter. I missed it. But I'll watch it tomorrow. I'm in Ipswich tomorrow, but I probably will watch it tomorrow. Um, I might try and catch it on the Saturday evening because, again, I'm still down in Ipswich after the game. So, depending on how I'm feeling, I probably will watch it then. Draw's still on shortly, by the way. I'm going to quickly turn the fireplace off in the meantime, guys. I'm starting to get a bit warm here. 1 sec. There we go. Sorry, guys. Who's winning the boxing? Oh, that's an interesting. That's an interesting one, actually. Who do you guys think? I think it's Usyk again. Fury, to be fair, fight of his life. He has to turn up in this one, but I'm still going to back Usyk again. Or I might back a draw. Probably one of those two. I still think Fury is not winning, is my personal opinion. But I'm not. I'm not a dart. I'm not a. That's not a dart. I'm not a boxing expert. Sorry, but I still fancy Usyk to do it again. This is. We finished 2-2. Newcastle will play the final by winning on pens, but we'll lose Liverpool in the final. Oh, ouch. Oh. Draw's not on yet, by the way. It's on in the next 10 minutes. It's just Jamie Carragher's talking to him. Don't blame me. Blame Carragher. You blame him for that. Is there any Newcastle United memorabilia you don't have but really want to get? Probably some match worn shirts. Obviously, for example, the Sam Fender shirts yesterday, some of them will be available to win an auction. They're going to go for, you're talking, some of them, Tonali, for example, if Tonali's shirt's on there, it might actually go for 5 digits. I'm not even joking, I might actually go for more than 10 grand. But probably one of them, I suppose, but I just haven't got the money to be able to dump 4 or 5 grand into a shirt, to be honest. So, yeah, I wouldn't get those shirts, but probably something like that, to be honest. Messi or Ronaldo? Has to be Messi. Has to be Messi. He's too good, Messi. We need to keep getting there to the finals. That's how we're going to win it. Well, yeah, obviously. But now, Newcastle done well. To be fair, they should have had 3 back-to-back semi-finals, but obviously we were part of it last year. But we're back here now, though, so I'm not going to complain about that. What's this? Did you get the gazelles? I haven't actually yet. No, white sauce. White sauce put me off a bit. I can't lie. Okay, we had a donation in the chat here. Scott with the £1.99. Thank you, Scott. Jack Hugh, you dirty little Mackin. What are you doing? Like, why are you something fan, man? Get a grip. But Scott, thank you for £1.99 donation, by the way. Dirty Mackin. But he paid me, by the way. Sorry if any Sunderland fans, yeah, he did pay me for that. But thank you for that. But just need to not fear any team. Hope we continue our form. But yeah, I agree with that, Pete, 100%. It's just, do your cats have a second home? No, just sleeps there. I've got two. One sleeps there and one sleeps upstairs. But no, it's just the one house for them. What's this? Joe, thank you very much for the £1.99 donation. I'd appreciate that. That's the 4 bloody cans of Carabao. It costs us £2 a day, so you have paid for these drinks. So next one's for you, bud. Thank you very much. Joe's unsure. Just showing highlights, by the way, for those who are asking it. It feels a bit lucky that the other 3 teams left are always strong. It usually feels like there's at least 1, maybe 2 weaker ones. It feels a bit unlucky that the other 3 teams left are always strong. To be fair, even yesterday, I mean, Southampton, to be fair, could have took Liverpool to pens. Palace were, of course, beating Arsenal. So these teams aren't invincible. They aren't invincible. We definitely aren't. So we definitely have the capabilities to be able to take it to these teams. But listen, you've got to beat the best to be the best. So Newcastle got to do that. And where we've been the 3 years since the takeover, if Newcastle United doesn't believe in themselves and Newcastle United doesn't think we can beat these teams, then what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? So that's an obvious question. Newcastle, deep down, have to believe in themselves, and I think we will. So I think we're all good for that. Adam, give us a song. If we get Tottenham in the draw, you can have a song of that. But for now, I'm still a bit on edge. The draw's about to come on. I'm getting a little nervous. But it's one of them ones. I think you mean give us Lewis Hall. If you give us Salah, you have Lewis Hall, but I wouldn't. No, you're not getting Lewis Hall. But yes, that is a real cat for people who keep asking that. I can confirm that, yes. Better hurry up, I'm watching darts, fair enough. It's still not on yet. They're speaking to Ange now. Tottenham manager's on the screen, just for those who are asking. Draw should be on the next 5 minutes or so, by the way. I'm going tomorrow, by the way, mate. I'm getting the train down tomorrow, so it's 4.5 hours to get there. I'm used to it now as a Newcastle fan, but yeah, I'm going tomorrow, mate. Staying over the weekend. What is your favourite year to be a Newcastle United fan in your lifetime so far? Well, to be honest, there's not many answers you can give. You can only give 2021 or probably 2022. It's only one of those 2 years. Obviously, 2021 was the year to take over. 2022 was Cup final, Champions League, same year. It probably has to be that year, hasn't it? I can't not pick that year. So yeah, probably that one, to be honest. So I think it was 2022, wasn't it? That's like my years mixed up. So maybe I think it was, yeah. One sec, I'm trying to get the comments down here. Obviously, yeah, Liam, please stop spamming the chat, please. But I don't mind you. Obviously, if I miss your comment, I'm fair if you can put it back in, but like, don't spam it loads, please. I'm not singing on here, slot. It's not happening. What's? Oh no, I've already read that one. So yeah, I missed the comment. I was trying to read it. Also, be good as Eddie has to measure Arteta. I reckon. Well, that's an interesting comment, actually. I think he does somewhat at St James's Park, but at the Emirates, definitely not. I don't think he does at the Emirates. Newcastle fan, I bet us against any of them 3. Newcastle been great against top 6 in the league. They have definitely at St James's Park. They have, but again, I must speak the away matches. We just need to be able to get it together because we conceded 4 goals to all 3 of these teams away last season at their ground. So we've got to just make sure at the away fixture we can just hold it together and properly hold our own against these sides. If we can do that, then Newcastle have got a real opportunity of getting back to Wembley. So, yes, Jamie, that's right. That will be happening next year. Yeah, Wigan draw for North London Derby. Please no, please no. Okay, we beat Liverpool. Someone's saying, I wish, lads. I wish you would see what happened. Anyway, draw is on the next 5 minutes. Apologies for those who are waiting in the chat. It's not my fault. Listen, blame Sky Sports. They're taking ages, not me. I'm just here to react to the draw live. But again, chat. That's my opinion. Do not. This is a message from me. Do not give us Liverpool. No. No, Liverpool. No, I do not want them. But yeah, as for you guys in the chat, let me know what team you support. Who do you want tonight? Opposition fans, do you want Newcastle? Newcastle fans, who do you want? So let me know your thoughts. Listen, cross my fingers. No Liverpool. No. Look. And Sky does need to get on for, by the way. I'm on the edge of my seat here. I'm on the edge of my seat here. Who do people want? 100% Liverpool, please. Please not. No, please not. Spurs, someone saying. Arsenal, someone saying. Fair enough. Spurs. There's going to be loads of Spurs in it. Oh, is it Tottenham? Yeah, Newcastle can, but obviously I'm still a bit hesitant. I'm still a bit hesitant, to be honest. Yeah, basically all the Newcastle fans are saying Tottenham, fair enough. Arsenal fans say they want Newcastle or Tottenham, yeah, fair enough. Basically, nobody's saying Liverpool. Tottenham doesn't want Liverpool. Newcastle doesn't want Liverpool. Arsenal doesn't want Liverpool. Nobody wants Liverpool in this chat. Nobody wants you. Liverpool, just don't bother. Nobody here wants Liverpool. Nobody wants to play them. This is as long as you keep the banner down, we are fine. I'm sorry, lad. I've got to do it. I've got to do it. Up the team from West Ham. Go on, lads. Yeah, thank you. They beat us fair and square, by the way. Probably the only team I've seen in a long time that's actually came to St James's Park, being the better squad and won the match. I know Brighton won at St James's Park, but Brighton were not a better team in that game. Liverpool, Newcastle draw was probably fair, to be honest. They were probably the only team that's beat us St James's Park and actually beat us fair and square. They were so much better than us. We were crap, but West Ham were good, so fair play to them. Is Jason Tinder the best assistant manager in the Premier League? Respect Tindo. You gotta respect Tindo, by the way. Just for those in the chat, by the way, I know there's a lot of you now. Please do subscribe if you want to stick around and see more live streams from future cup draws, and also smash the like button if you're enjoying it. Draw is about to come on. They're still interviewing the Tottenham manager, so hold you up. I want to see this draw, but it's on shortly. I promise you, next 5 minutes it'll be on. How are the lads? Yeah, come on, Newcastle. Come on, I'm excited. I'm excited for this draw. What someone's asking what the cat's called. Is that cat there's called Million. I've got a second one upstairs called Lord. I just let you know. It is taking forever for those who are asking. Yes, as a Liverpool fan, anyone. Yeah, nobody wants Liverpool, but Liverpool wants anyone. So yeah, fair enough. I think it says a lot about how good Liverpool has been. Is the fact that nobody wants them. Absolutely nobody wants them, and someone's going to be stuck with them. I just hope it's not us. I'm just hoping it's not us. Just let you know what's going on. Who's winning the darts? There's only two people you can say, and I think they both begin with Luke. Luke is winning the darts this year. To be fair, our Geordie lad, Callum Ritz, he was good today, man. 117 average across 3 sets. If he can consistently do that in all these matches, he actually could win. He just needs to get it together, get his head in gear, and he'd be good. But Callum Ritz has got a chance, man. He plays like every match, but realistically, I think it's Luke Littler. If it's not Luke Littler, it's going to be Luke Humphrey, so it's one of the two. But I'm going to back Littler. I think it'll be Littler this year. I have faith in Newcastle on our day. We can beat anyone. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Son's corner goal was crazy. Yeah, both the goalkeepers. What the hell was going on today? The goalkeepers were all over the place today. But yeah, good game of football to be fair. But Forster and the Man U goalkeeper, what he is doing. Lewis from Shamwell, hoping we get Tottenham. Well, thank you so much, Duran. Hope these are both well. Obviously, thank you very much for the £3 donation. Hope things have been good. Yeah, I'm hoping for Tottenham as well. Okay, that's all I'm saying. It's back in the studio now, by the way. They just talked about the Tottenham game. It is about to come on. I'm telling you now, a couple of minutes away, we're going to go into it. They're just analysing the game. Carragher is just talking loads. I can't put the screen on for copyright reasons, but I am physically watching it, guys. I can just tell you who they get. Yeah, this is true, by the way. I had a comment here. Yeah, that's also true. But listen, I do respect Tottenham. They've knocked City and they knocked United out. You can't discredit that. Tottenham are a good team. However, for the teams that are left in the competition, I've still got to say it's probably the one that I want. But again, do not take Tottenham lightly. You have to agree with that. I'm a Liverpool fan. Bring us, please no. I can't. Please, I swear no. I'm gonna lose it big time if we get them. That's what I'm saying. Actually not that bad. They're not. No. But obviously, semi-final for cup draw with the teams that are left in. Obviously, as a Newcastle fan, it's the one we want. I can't deny, and I'm sure for Tottenham, if it wasn't for the derby again, Newcastle and the team they won. So yeah, I think it goes both ways for that. Can Newcastle win something? It's a big question. It's a big question. Hope so. Hope so. I'd love for a final to be a London derby. That'll be good for you guys. Carragher, please stop. Honestly, Jamie Carragher is just dragging it here. Sky Sports are just soaking in all of this Carabao Cup revenue. Like, please, lads, just put it on. You ain't scared of Arsenal. Well, obviously Arsenal away is a hard game, but to be fair, Newcastle have been good against Arsenal at St James's Park. We have won there the last 2 times, and that fact is the last 3 times out of 4 matches that Newcastle have actually won against them. So we are good at St James's Park against them, but of course Arsenal away, we are bad down there. So again, it just depends on us basically. Next couple of minutes, lads, just bear with me. How I've got work in the morning. No, it's bad now. I'm supposed to be going on a train to Ipswich tomorrow, and I hold you up, Carragher. I'm supposed to be getting on an early train to go to Ipswich. Is there 2 legs? Yes, there is. You got to get Arsenal out of the way. Well, you got to get every team out of the way, haven't you? But I appreciate that. Thank you, Leeds. Yeah, obviously, I'm intrigued to see how Leeds do this season. Actually, they've still kind of been all over the place, but Leeds away is always a good away match to go to. Obviously, Leeds are always good away fans that come to St James's Park. So yeah, we'll see what happens to Leeds, but obviously it's not been the best of seasons for you so far. We struggle with Tottenham's attack though. Yeah, but I think Tottenham will struggle with our attack. You've got to look at Newcastle's attack as well. Our attack is quite good. Okay, is this it? Oh, adverts. They're giving us an advert break. It is after the adverts. It is coming on after this break, but they've just dumped the adverts on us. You arseholes. Absolute arseholes. Couple more minutes, guys. It is on after the advert break. They've dumped us with more money. They're taking more money off us. But, this is all the neutrals back into you, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah, I appreciate the neutrals, by the way. Thank you. And listen, he's right. Listen, everyone's got stuff to do tomorrow, and Sky Sports aren't doing that. Nah. Again, if we get Tottenham, if it's Tottenham away, then Tottenham home, we're going to be on these tonight. I'm going straight on Black Ops 6 after the stream ends if we get a good draw tonight. Yeah, but to be honest, you got to remember, City at the minute are crap. United at the minute, I know we've got a new manager in, but again, they're still quite leaky at the back. So even though that is an impressive start, you've got to look at the logic at the minute. Both of these Manchester teams have been rubbish lately. So even though it goes against them in 2 games, it's still, in a Tottenham point of view, very good. Both Manchester teams, though, make that look better than what it actually is, because they both are crap at the minute. So that's still impressive, though. Obviously, don't let me discredit that. That's still good. We are 3. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 2, Newcastle 3, Tottenham 4. I believe, if I remember correctly. We're definitely 3 and Tottenham is definitely 4. This is last day Scooter Moore. What do you think my average grade will be from 1 to 6? 6 is best, 1 is worse. The average grade, I don't know anything about it. I'm gonna be positive and say that you got a 5 or a 6. I'm gonna put you for the high grade. So you get what you put in, is what I will say, and to give you some education advice there. The correct ball numbers. It's the advert break, like Carragher, shut up now. It's the adverts. Just making more money off us. Making more money off us. Good luck, mate. Thank you, Jasper. Okay, guys. I've got one message. Oh, wrong side. This is my message here. Before we see it, please not Liverpool. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna mention it anymore. Just don't do it. I'm breaking it. Please do not give us them. I really don't want them. But yeah, that's my personal opinion. Okay, it's an interesting one. My first team's Newcastle, my second team's Ipswich. Ooh, they got a bit of a dilemma this weekend, but obviously no delapse. Yeah, for you guys as well. Ipswich are going to struggle a little bit this weekend. I'm not sponsored by Carabao. I promise you, I'm not. I would have to disclose it legally by law. I'd have to disclose it if I am. I'm not. £4 for £2 at Morrison's. I bought it just to give us some good luck tonight, to get us in the mood. Listen, Carabao, I've just spent my money on you. I've spent some of my money on you tonight. Give us a good draw. Just give us a good draw. That's all I'm saying. We've got here. Scunthorpe away. I haven't got a clue what's going on here. Yeah, that's right. No. Newcastle's draws recently haven't been that bad. Bromley's a good draw. That was our last draw. That was good. Brentford was a good quarter-final draw. Chelsea, okay, that was a nightmare. Forest, okay, again, that was a nightmare in round two. But Newcastle's last couple of draws have been all right. Let's be positive. Let's be positive. Yeah, fair enough. But listen, I'm backing it. You might like the cat's moved exactly. Who do you want to get? I've said it quite a lot, lad. You know who I want to get. You know who I want to get. Okay, best 11 out of what the remaining teams. We mean best 11. That's an interesting question actually. Um, Obviously Salah goes in. Best players for each team. We'll just do it quickly. Tottenham's best player, obviously Kuleski, but then again they've got Salah, so Salah definitely goes in over him. Tottenham have got a few players I really like the look of actually. Obviously Son's good, but I don't know if he's the best left-sided player out of the four clubs. It's tricky really because Salah, Kuleski, Saka, like all three of them are unbelievable, but you can't have all three of them in. So that's a hard question actually. I don't think we've got enough time to go through them all. Like this is coming on in quite literally a minute. It's just showing goals. It's showing goals now. Why are we showing goals of the four teams that just give us the ball numbers? I swear down. It's showing Bruno's assist yesterday. I don't want to watch these goals. I've seen these goals already. I don't want to watch them. Tune. Appreciate that, by the way, Jasper. Thank you. 2 versus Spurs. Let's see. Even your Christmas tree is fantasy. I know, it's unbelievable. Stop showing us the goals. We know. Okay, ball numbers are up here. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 2, Newcastle 3, Tottenham 4. Remember your ball number. It's about to come on. Okay. Right. Any minute now, guys. We are about. I'll let you know once we see the balls. We are about. There it is. Okay, we're seeing the balls yet. Guys, they're about to come out now. I'm putting on the screen. I'll put all the comments on in a minute. One more time. Come on. Any minute now. Any minute now, chat. Oh, this is scary. Gallagher's moving the balls around. He's doing it. He's doing it, chat. We're about to go. First ball is out. It is number 1. What is out? Arsenal's at home. Please be 2. Please be 2. Arsenal's out. Not 4. Not 4. Newcastle. Oh, we've got Arsenal. Arsenal away and Arsenal home. I tell you what. That's not that bad. We've got Arsenal. It could have been worse. Arsenal away and Arsenal home. I tell you what, that is an ideal scenario for us. I'll take that. Listen, I'll take that. Tottenham home first against Liverpool. Tottenham has Liverpool, and it's Liverpool that are playing away first. Newcastle are away to Arsenal in our first game. Then we're at home against Arsenal. You know what? Not that bad. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's not the best draw, but I still don't think that's the worst draw we could have got. I think that's just down the middle. It's just okay. Arsenal away first is massive though. Having them away in the first leg, we needed them at St James's Park in the second leg. We've got them at St James's Park in the second leg. That's good for us. That will benefit us. But yeah, that's it. Tottenham's got Liverpool. So Tottenham Stadium first. Then it is... Actually, that's good for me as well. Actually, I'm going to Tottenham on the Saturday or the Sunday. And then it's Arsenal during the week. So I can stay in London for a few days as well, actually. So that's kind of good for me, actually. Arsenal away, Arsenal home's good though. I've got no complaints there. I would take that. I'm happy with that. Tottenham's got Liverpool. Again, I think everyone can walk away from today being happy. Actually, I don't think Tottenham fans would be so happy with that, but for me, I'll take that. I'm happy with that. That's what I wanted. We haven't got it, so yeah, I can't complain about that. Let's just we can beat Arsenal, and we'll be right up for it with both legs. The only problem with Arsenal being is that we have not won at the Emirates since 2011. That's a fact. We haven't won there since Andy Carroll in 2011. That's the only problem we face as a squad going at that game. We haven't done it. However, Arsenal have lost at St James's Park 3 times in their last 4 matches. So going to St James's Park in the second leg will be against Arsenal. It's the start of February, which will be a period where Arsenal will be in the Champions League. They'll be chasing the league title. They have FA Cup games, and of course, they have this as well. So Arsenal are in for a hard time. Now, I know Arsenal fans are probably going to be pleased with that draw, but I'm telling you now, it will not be as easy as they suggest. And Arsenal will have to come to St James's Park and I have to go 100% that second leg if they're going to get into the cup final. But they have to do it at our stadium. They have to celebrate at St James's Park after full time of getting to Wembley. They've got to do it at our ground. So that I'll take that. I'm pleased with that. I actually am. Can we get the song to Madam? Oh, what song do you want? What song do you want, Chat? I did say no, no. I think I said if it was Tottenham, I would sing it. I can't remember. I think I did say if it was Tottenham, I would sing. So technically, I don't. I think that was. I think that was the agreement there. Yeah, that's also true. To be fair, that is also true. To be fair, but ideally, I think Newcastle need a draw. If we're chasing the game at St James Park, not ideal. It is doable. We score one, then of course Arsenal will panic a little bit. Probably need a draw ideally at the Emirates. I think that's probably the ideal score for Newcastle. Maybe so. Both teams have to do their job. You got to remember Tottenham have knocked out United and City, but Liverpool, I would still fancy them over two legs. Is that how many years? 10,000. But what's the allocation number again? It's a certain percentage. It's not. Would it be 10? I don't think it's not 10,000, is it though? But well, Arsenal Stadium is 60,000, isn't it? So I thought it was around 10%. It's not 10%. Because obviously 10% would be 6,000. It's not 10k, is it? It's definitely not 10k. It would not be six. I thought it would have been six personally, but I could be wrong on that. You happy? Yeah, to be honest, yeah. I've got no complaints there. Uh, Obviously, all the Liverpool fans are backing us to do well. Obviously, obviously we'll back that. Adam, I told you Arsenal, yeah. Listen, I'll take Arsenal. It's not Liverpool. That's all I'm saying. I was bricking it, to be honest with them. Liverpool scares me a bit. I don't know why they do. It's always our bogey team, so they do worry me a bit. But not too bad. Not too bad. Maybe so. Maybe so. I've been to Milan over the summer, so no Mackems and one team. So fair enough. Yeah. Is it 8,000? Is it 8,000? At Arsenal Stadium, is it? That's a good allocation, by the way. Favourite drink of them, Adam? I've only had two of them so far. Out of these two, I think I still like the green one more. Haven't had the orange one yet. I haven't had this yet. I'm not going to bloody sleep tonight because of this, but I can. Whenever I do go to sleep, I can go to sleep knowing that we had a good draw here. Arsenal won't fancy a battle at St James Park. I agree with that. Now I say it again before. All of these teams that have had in the draw tonight, every single one of them has came to St James Park, and not a single one of them has won their recent visit. Arsenal, as I said before as well, have lost three times in the last four at St James's Park, and having us in the second leg there will not fancy them. Now, the atmosphere at St James's Park will be bounced for that game. I know our atmosphere at times has been a bit all over the place and not the best, but in that particular game, we know it's huge. It will obviously depend on what the scoreline is at the Emirates. If we lose 4-0, for example, then obviously we're in trouble there. But it was a competitive scoreline. If Newcastle go into this game looking good, Arsenal will struggle in the second leg. I think they will. So Newcastle have just got to do their job. We've got to really hold it together in that first leg. But if we can do that, then I tell you now, Newcastle have got a chance here. Newcastle got a chance for that. Botman will be back. Hopefully, Pope will be back. So they're two straight away. Wilson might be back. I don't know, to be honest with him. Pope, Botman should both be back for those games, though. Botman's the big one. Botman's quality. Botman will take it to them. Arsenal will have to break down a very strong Newcastle United defence and the team that will be our best back line possible. They've got to do it. Saka against Hall, we've seen it at St James's Park this season. Saka struggled to break down Lewis Hall. He couldn't get past the 20-year-old lad. Lewis Hall held his own, and Lewis Hall outfought and outbattled what is a Bukayo Saka that is wouldn't say in red hot form at the minute, but a Bukayo Saka that we know is a good player. Midfield wise, I thought Newcastle's midfield battle against Arsenal was better at St James's Park. Tonali, it will be Bruno and Jordan as our best midfield. We'll obviously be pairing up against like Declan Rice. Again, Mikel Merino couldn't do anything against Newcastle at St James's Park. Obviously, one of our former players. The likes of Odegaard, you've got your Thomas Partey, whoever it may be. Newcastle's midfield is good. Our midfield is able to cope with these teams. We just have to be able to do it on the big stage. But if we can do that, I think we can do it. I think it's possible. We've got to do it the hard way, but it's doable. It's doable, mate. Tottenham's at home, by the way, by Liverpool in the first leg. Newcastle's away first leg, which is perfect. Good draw tonight. I've got good feelings coming out of that one. Obviously, it wasn't the perfect scenario, but was not the worst scenario. It was not the nightmare scenario Newcastle could have got. Newcastle versus Liverpool, first leg St James's Park. Crap. It's probably the big word I'll be saying there. It's not. It's not them. It's good. Right. It's looking alright. Yeah. Or that's the problem there. I know Botman would only just came back from 9 months out, but we can't. I don't think we can start like Kelly in the first leg. I know Shaw's out with suspension. Like Kelly, that's too big of a match up Kelly in. And be honest, I know Eddie Howe will trust his reliable players, but that's too big of a occasion for Kelly. I'm not comfortable with him playing that game. That's my personal opinion. Obviously, it depends on how well Botman is at that stage. I feel like Botman still at that stage should be ready to come in. I feel like he will be ready to come in. Let's just hope the ref doesn't shut screws as well. Is VAR still out for the semi-finals? By I'm still trying to figure out how VAR works in this competition. Is it just off throughout the entire competition? How does VAR work in this competition? Is it on for the semi-finals? I know the FA Cup is on for the Premier League teams, but what is it like for the Carabao Cup? Is it just off for the full competition, or is it just on for the final, or what? I'm not sure how it works. I think. Well, is it on for the semis? Yes, I think. I don't know if it is. There's a 2-2 in the dart. That's interesting, actually, in the dart. I might stick it on. Only in final. Is how it works? Okay. I think it's off. Like, no worries. Obviously, just keep an eye on that, of course, during the game. Plus, okay, most people are saying there's no VAR in the semi final, so just the final. Some are saying there is VAR. I'm trying to remember correctly because Newcastle, when Bruno got sent off against Southampton in the series, did VAR overrule the decision? Did Bruno get sent off straight away? Did VAR come in and send him off? I can't remember now, to be honest. I can't remember. Interesting question. Yeah, what do I think about Hartlepool, mate? I love Newcastle down here. It's like our second team. I've never been to a Hartlepool game before, to be honest. Like, I've never really had a chance to experience Hartlepool. I've never been there before. I can't say I've got like any strong opinions. To be honest, I don't love you guys, but I don't hate you guys at the same time. I've just never been there, mate. To be honest, I haven't really got any opinions on it, I guess. But obviously, please don't take it as any form of I guess of any form of criticism, or anything like that. I've just never seen these before. That's all I can say. But for those, we're staying for 10 more minutes, by the way, guys, and I'm going to call it quits afterwards. But again, for those who are still here, make sure to get down there, hit that subscribe button, smash like button if you enjoy. Be on for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to go upstairs and play some Black Ops 6, I think. But, okay, so a lot of people say Nova. It was Bruno. Bruno was Prem, wasn't it? Yeah, wait. No, it was, yeah. Sorry. Okay, alright, no worries. Only in the fire. Okay, all good. We'll do 10 more minutes, guys, and then we're calling it quits afterwards. Obviously, I've been on Percy for, at that stage, it would be 3 hours. That's a long time. And we have got Arsenal away, and Arsenal at home, second leg for a couple of people that are still asking there. That's a fair opinion from Jeff there. If he's back in time for that, we'll make sure Pope calms himself down because, again, he was an absolute nutcase against Liverpool. Just was not the way to go at all. But I'll give you 1 second there. One second. Let's quickly reply to a couple of people. It says, notice Vaughan's second leg, BBC, just the second leg. Surely that's not a thing. Video I said. That's a bit mad on the BBC website. I'm actually excited for this. Yeah, semi-finals are big, aren't they? They're always big. So I'm glad it's somewhat in Newcastle's favour. Still got to do the job though. It's all good getting good or bad draws. Newcastle on the day have just got to do their job. But I think as a club, you've got to look at those 2 legs and really back yourself. If Newcastle have got any real ambition of winning silverware or achieving anything with this football club, really, we've got to look at every game and just know we can go out and beat these teams. And statistically against Arsenal, at St James's Park, we can do that. Away, we just need to settle it down. But if we can do that, I think we'll be fine, personally. Oh, Joe's been on, lads, if you've missed it. It feels like we're through. Nah, don't feel that, lad, because if Newcastle was to lose the 2 legs, the pain would be quite a lot. So just make sure you don't almost dream of Newcastle being back at Wembley already. We've got to do a lot of work. This isn't the Southampton we had 2 years ago where you could almost back yourselves already to go in against going into the final. Against Arsenal, it's not that way. We've got to do it the hard way. So please don't picture us being in the final already because it will hurt a lot if Newcastle don't do it. So just make sure we stay level-headed. We'll be all right. Yeah, I thought they would have used it in the semi-final, but yeah, it is what it is, lad. Appreciate that, Mike. Thank you for coming on. I'll say good night to you now, lads. We've got 5 minutes or so, guys. I'm gonna call it quits afterwards. I'm just gonna sort out my social medias basically in the meantime, and we're good to go afterwards. But yeah, I think Newcastle had a good time tonight. That's all I'm saying. But I'm a bit relieved by everything that was going on there. Good night, everyone. God bless. Yeah, God bless you, Ash. You're going to go 2-2. I don't think Ipswich has scored two without Delap, to be honest, because obviously Delap's suspended. It's basically Ipswich's the only real attacking player that's going to cause a lot of damage. Obviously, Reece Davis is good as a fullback, but again, he's just. I don't think we'll struggle that much, to be honest, against him. But what else we got here? Adam, I'm off now. Happy Christmas. Enjoy the tune and being on the tune. Appreciate that tune, boy. You enjoy your Christmas now. You have a good time, lad. And appreciate that. Thank you so much. The cultural live streams are kind of good, Adam. Appreciate it, Ray. Obviously, thank you so much for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure seeing lots of new faces tonight, and of course seeing other regulars as well. So, um, it's been kind of obviously, I'm just in a good mood. I'm just glad it wasn't that team. So that's all I can say, really. What's this here? 180 Maestro. Hello, mate. I'm a big fan. Well, thank you so much, mate. I hope you've been well. Yeah, our last live before Christmas it is, yeah. Obviously 60 years away now, so it's quite close. We're getting there. We are getting there for Christmas, but it's going to be a good Christmas though. If Newcastle, as long as we win against Ipswich the weekend, that's my Christmas sword. We're going to have a good Christmas. I just hope after the week we've had, Newcastle aren't just going to throw it away on Saturday, because this Ipswich team hasn't won at all at home this season. They don't have their best striker. Newcastle are in fine form. Newcastle are confident now. Just get the job done. I don't care if we play bad. Just beat Ipswich and we'll be fine. And it'll be a Christmas week of celebrations, I always say. But yeah, that's my personal opinion. As long as we do that, we'll be fine basically. But just gotta make sure we don't ruin everything, because we're the sort of team that likes to do that. So I think we should be fine personally. We're going to see what people have said on social media about it, actually. Have a quick look to see what Newcastle fans think on social media. I think that's it. I think that's a good time. I'm intrigued to see that. Yeah, yeah. A lot of Newcastle fans are confident. That's what I was thinking personally. Yeah, I think so. But that's quality. That's very good. Any more questions, guys? Let me know over the next 3 minutes. I've got to call it quits in 3 minutes, 'cause I've been on for a long time. I need to stop drinking these energy drinks and just try and calm down a little bit, because otherwise I won't sleep tonight. So basically need to settle in a little bit after this. But I think we've got a good one here. But I wasn't really happy at Troy Deeney's comments today about Newcastle. I don't know what he has against Newcastle. He's just I don't know what it is with him, but yeah, I didn't agree with his comments on the club, but it's not really my problem, to be honest. Emirates away is rough, like no Bruno or Shaw. Yeah, you're right on that. I'm hoping we'll play bottom in that game. I'm hoping we are. I think our midfield can still cope without Bruno. I still think our midfield's good enough to cope with him. So if we can handle that, I think it'll be alright. Like to entertain football. Yeah, I think so. That's interesting, actually. Liverpool fan that was quite pleased they weren't playing us. Obviously, Newcastle at St James's Park, I think we were a menace against anyone, but still, I would have backed Liverpool at Anfield to do the work, though. Obviously, for you guys, I think Tottenham is the perfect draw for Liverpool. I'm off now, Adam. All the best, mate. You're all the best, mate. Take care, Andrew, and thank you for coming on, bud. Why is that on the screen? I didn't mean for that on the screen there. I think it's massive. We've got a home draw second. Yeah, that was big for me. I thought that was massive. And ignore Dini's embraced the shock jock style of analysis. Yeah, probably has, hasn't he? Chelsea to win the league. You think Chelsea's going to win the league? Chelsea are good. I still think Liverpool are just a step above everyone else this season, to be honest. They're scary good. They're very good. But let's see how things have been before I call it quits. Obviously, the live stream's done well tonight. We'll double check how the channel's been just before we shoot off. How's the subscribers going? We've had a few new subscribers tonight. Let's have a look. Nice. I think there's about 300, 400 on that stream there, so it's been quite nice. So obviously, thank you so much to everyone that's done that. Yes, Ray's right. Ray is correct. We still have to do our job in the league. So we need to do our job there. But I will say, Draw's been good tonight. I think Newcastle's had a good draw tonight. I'm going to finish off with the mentality that Newcastle United need to be able to know deep down Tottenham away, Arsenal away. Both of them, both of those games are within the space of a few days. So be a few days down in London for me. That was probably an ideal situation for me. It means I don't have to kind of buy two lots of trains. I can kind of just go down for a few days and just crack on and do my stuff. But I think Newcastle's had a good draw on it. And we're going to finish off with the confidence that Newcastle's second leg at St James's Park. If Arsenal want to go to Wembley, they've got to do it the hard way. They cannot. They probably will be confident with the draw, but they cannot know deep down they're 100% going to go to Wembley because Newcastle United will take it to them and Newcastle United will get the best out of them. They have to do it the hard way if they're going to win the game. So, guys, I will finish off. Have a good Christmas if I don't speak this before then. But of course, Ipswich vlog on Saturday. So stay tuned. We are going to Ipswich tomorrow for the game of the weekend. Stay tuned for the vlogs on the channel. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for coming on the live stream. It's been a pleasure speaking to you all. Wish you all the best. Enjoy yourselves. Look after yourselves. Have a good Christmas. Thank you all for coming on. Good draw, lads. I'm happy. Take care. And we will see you all in the next one. All the best, and thank you so much for coming on.